Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony radio program. I'm Jim Norden. And in studio we have Nick DiPaolo.
Hi, Jimmy.
We also have Stunt Brain and Daniel, as well as Gregory and Anthony.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Here at the Opie and Anthony radio program.
That fine introduction back to the program.
My specialty.
That's the best part of Ted, the ghost hunter, when you use our names, Gregory and
Ted
Anthony and
proper names.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the studio, Nicholas.
I couldn't agree more.
No, are you agreeing with us or disagreeing?
Oh, I was laughing on the way in here.
We should have got you in a little earlier because that clip is.
No, this is early enough, believe me.
But that's perfect for you. The whole John McCain thing, whatever you want to call it. We should play it one more time just to set it up.
Yeah, I can't get enough of this. I love these bumbling clips where you just can't. I can listen to it 1,000 times and just get all embarrassed.
It just shows you, though, how full of crap all of them are. Like Jimmy said, halfway through, he should have just said, boy, I screwed that up. But they're in such politician mode.
Yep.
They keep, I got to plow through this. No, just go, I'm 72, I'm tired. And Vietnamese guys stabbing my nuts for like 5 years. You know what I mean? Give me a break over here.
They can't have real moments ever. These guys.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right. That's exactly.
Everyone messes up. Oh my God, I didn't mean to say that. You're right. You're just
you're walking on eggshells and.
Yeah, they've gotten so bad over the years with this. They can't show a human side.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah. Well, they're so afraid that anything they say is going to be picked apart because it is.
That's right.
You know, you got every jackass on the news just picking apart every word you say.
We do. We hang on every word.
Yeah.
I've been going over to this strategy room at Fox. It's a website show. It's great. I mean, it's like the on-air personality sitting around the table. I'm there for a couple hours, and we're analyzing every word, every comma, who would want to put themselves through that?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really?
Where everything is said. In one day, not even a day, it wouldn't take a few minutes. I would be out of contention. I would just be, there's no way he can run for dog catcher. I'd be nothing. Done.
My wife can bring back stuff that I said yesterday or 2 days ago and torture me with it. I can't imagine having every news outlet, just under a microscope.
Every
word. How do they do it?
There'd be somebody, videotaping me in my car and just reading. Look, you could read his lips.
Nancy, he's saying.
Right.
Nancy.
He's accusing someone of being a nitpicker.
I think
a ninny.
Somebody that's driving real slow in front of him. Wow. Something about that.
Look at they're a chip.
Let's set this up again. So, Representative, Murtha? It says Western PA is a racist area. This is the original clip.
He's a dink, too. I wish he'd...
No question, Western Pennsylvania is a racist area. And when I say racist area, I mean, older people are hesitant. They slow in seeing change, real change.
And this guy was speaking on Obama's behalf?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then John McCain, obviously, you got to run with this.
Well,
now
I
got him. I got him.
So his peeps go to John and go, John, look at that. We got this clip. This guy's calling Pennsylvania racist. You get up there and you use that. They will cheer for you. And he had him. All he had to do was give the correct answer.
And then he turned into Billy Babbitt from Cuckoo's Nest.
Right. He really was smoother.
I disagree, Mac.
McCain started punching his own genitals as they dragged him away. Who, Billy? Who made you? Murphy. Oh, boy.
He did a Billy Buckner. He did a Billy Buckner.
Oh, yeah.
It's the easiest play ever.
A slow roller up the first base line. It's the best play behind the bag.
Yeah, and the bases were loaded, though, this time, and everybody scored. They were down by 3.
This is how McCain... This is how McCain handled the gift.
That's not a brain fart. He crapped his mind.
Yeah.
I don't know a better way to put it.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western.
You hear the confidence, too?
Oh,
dude. Pretty nasty things. He's like,
pretty nasty things, because he knows I got him.
It's
Palm
a
of my hand.
fastball down the middle. I'm going to drill this one.
Palm of my hand. I
think he's winking to the side of him like, I got this. Watch what I do.
Yeah,
probably get distracted.
There we go.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately. And I I couldn't agree with them more.
You couldn't have said that with more confidence.
Yeah. I couldn't agree. You people are a bunch of douches.
Oh, my God. What if he was...
With
It's
all the
fantastic.
confidence in the world.
Yeah. You know,
I'll handle this.
I'll let you step back. I got it.
Let me show you how a pro works.
And for all the booing that they were doing, there was going to be cheers like crazy
Oh, my
when he
God.
said, and I couldn't disagree with them more. That would have been like, yeah! And he'd stand there smiling.
It was a fastball down the middle, and he popped it up to the catcher.
Trying to make it sound like he didn't screw up, and that's what got him. It's like you just got to.
That's
reset.
right.
Everyone says the wrong
Reset
thing.
is
Laugh
right.
about it.
Then he agreed with,
right.
I think, Hitler at one point.
Yeah,
Yes.
He couldn't agree with Hitler more, and
Right.
Goering, all of them. Goebbels.
And Imus had a point.
Ed Norton. That's what he should have just said. Ed Norton.
You people sound a little taller on radio.
Chef of the future. Chef of the future.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately. And you know, I couldn't agree with them more.
Oh,
No.
I couldn't disagree with you.
No.
I couldn't agree with you more than the fact that
Go home,
Western
John.
Pennsylvania is the most patriotic.
What?
The most patriotic.
You think he needed to sit down immediately after that?
Like, oh, God.
I gotta.
Oh,
Hiya.
a flashback of a friggin' AK-47 butt going into his face.
Yeah, you're gonna
That's
see it.
exactly what he had.
You know, and it's kind of like a Dr. Bellows thing.
But Major Nelson, I just saw the girl. When I walked in, and then she was gone. Major Nelson, I couldn't agree with you more. Oh, was he always in a tizzy?
a little overacting, Mr. Bellows. Oh, my goodness.
Major Nelson, there was a woman in here. I was sure where is she now, Dr. Bellows? But I know she was, I saw, and she disappeared, but.
The more confused, the more he took on an English accent. It was weird,
Yeah.
Why they let him keep practicing
Yes.
with all those
Dr. Bellows.
Yeah.
It was terrific.
In all fairness, like a bunch of people on Instant Feedback were talking about, how Biden misspoke.
Yes. Did he ever?
And,
Now they
and then
cancel each
McCain
other.
blew it. Yeah.
They canceled
Now
each
they're
other
even.
out.
Yeah, they really did. They canceled it. They're even now.
What did Biden say? Was he the one who said that about the comment?
No, Biden came out and said, talking about Obama, saying, believe me, you. He didn't even realize they were, being recorded. I don't know how this is possible. He's talking to a small group that we are going to be tested by somebody in this room. Militarily, there's going to be a significant international incident. He's, and he goes, and our response might even not be the right one.
Yeah, he's probably going to screw this up, and it's going to be a horror.
Yeah.
That's more crazy than what McCain did. I mean, McCain just screwed up with a brain cramp.
Yeah.
This guy actually thought this out.
I think Biden has what I call political Munchausen. You know that syndrome when you torture your kids so you get attention to yourself or you make them sick?
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's what I call the political Munchausen. He keeps doing this.
Giving Obama soup with Drano in it.
Yeah.
He's really
I think Biden is secretly working for McCain.
something. That's what my wife said. Or he's
a couple
really
days
pissed.
out, he's going to really say something.
He really thinks he should be the nominee. He's got that kind of ego. I mean, he says the silliest crap, man. I mean, but
And they won't release his brain scans as far as his medical records go. The guy's had a couple aneurysms.
that's right.
I don't want to look. His friggin' brain looks like a retread.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, Biden's had a couple of
bicycle patches on there.
Yeah. Let's go to Stryker. He's got more on Biden. Stryker.
Good morning, boys. Yesterday, Biden was giving two different speeches here in Colorado, and he was mispronouncing names left and right.
The media never does that when it's a Democratic candidate. It's a verbal tick. When you're a Republican, you're a retard. When you're a Democrat, it's a verbal tick or a cute little personality quirk.
That's right.
Well, tick. The arteries in his brain look like balloon animals. Let's see some pictures of these things. Jackass.
No, that's what I said about when John Kerry. There was one word he would always say wrong. They would always go, the New York Times called it.
Yeah, well, I remember that.
I forget what the word was.
Nick,
My wife's a bunty would say.
Do you like any of these guys? That's where I'm at with this whole thing. I don't like any of
What,
them.
the four
All
that
four.
are left?
Don't like any of them.
No. You know me, I'm, you know, kind of, McCain's not Republican enough for me, and, we all know how I feel about Obama. And,
Yeah.
no, I just, you know, I say Obama's like a likable, I'd rather have a beer with him than, you know, a lot of these guys. I mean, he's like a likable guy, but I'm sorry. He's just not, he could be a little more seasoned, and I don't like he really is kind of a European socialist, in my opinion.
It's amazing.
Hey, you know my world. It'll be Giuliani with Newt Gingrich as the vice.
Exactly.
Giuliani is this, you know.
Can we fit David Duke in
Attorney
somewhere?
General. No.
Is he running
but
for
that's what people say.
I know. I know.
And you know, that's not.
I get that all the
total
time.
exaggeration.
Just because, you know, silly me. I like my Second Amendment. I like, you know, that's silly me. But yeah, Obama seems like a nice enough guy, a likable guy. But the fact is, his policies, I'm sure the French will love this guy. He'll be over there all the time.
Germany, they love him.
Germany, all of Europe is just loving this guy because he could be walked all over.
Absolutely.
By this new united Europe until something happens. Till the Germans decide to have a little shindig again. A little fun.
You're
right.
Like a nice guy though. I like Obama, but I think he's more radical. I think. And I think he reminds me of one of those black guys that you see that they wear glasses that they don't need to wear just to look professorial.
Yeah.
And I think he's a lot more radical.
Absolutely.
Even though, to be honest, I want him to win, but I still think he's a lot more
why,
radical.
Jimmy? Why do you want him to win?
I just want him more than McCain because of I want a younger guy. I want just something different than what we've had.
Even if he's gonna go after you, who makes a lot of money, and
the political correctness annoys me,
and it's gonna get worse.
Of course, the taxes annoy me, but I don't want another conservative on the Supreme Court. I mean, that kind of worries me too. I just want to balance out amount of years.
What happened? Let me tell you something.
Things were okay.
What happened since Bush appointed? How many did Bush appoint? 3 or 2? 2.
Alito and
what happened during that time that really screwed things up conservatively? I mean, did we? The only thing I could say is I hate his take and the Supreme Court's take on stem cell research. I think take those fetuses, mince them, and make
a
whatever
fetus margarita.
Yeah, exactly. A little salt around the glass. I love it.
Give him to a sushi chef.
Yeah, fetus sushi.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
They know
Have
how
you
to.
had sashimi, human sashimi?
Right.
Like that, I think is ridiculous. But as far as things like, you know,
All in.
was Roe versus Wade overturned?
It's never gonna be.
I mean,
ever.
those are things where people panic, but you start getting some real liberals on the Supreme Court, and now you're looking at a lot of our constitutional rights being taken
ripped away. They legislate. They don't even interpret. They legislate. I don't know if too many. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't see too many conservative judges. I'm not just talking about Supreme Court wise. At any level, interpreting the law like they do, you know, the Ninth Court of Appeals in San Francisco. They just do anything they want.
Whatever the hell. Oh my God, are they
you know,
whatever they want to do over there. Hey, you want to marry a sheep? Go ahead. We'll write it down. It's fine.
Although San Francisco now they're actually looking at making prostitution legal. It won't pass. But
how do you? Why don't you think it'll pass?
Mostly because
in San Francisco,
no, it won't pass.
Don't they have enough AIDS over there?
Even in Berkeley, they're all against it.
You can never have enough, right?
That's what I say.
What
are they? Unbelievable over there, huh?
They should legalize.
Taking little kids to lesbian weddings and stuff. Good for you. That's terrific. Good for you.
Wonderful. Good
Beautiful.
job.
Nice effort.
Also, Biden had another mess up there.
A gaffe.
Well, the three.
What did he refer to as Harris by hat?
Joe D from Jersey. What about Biden saying things will change with 3 letters? Yes, JOBS.
Yeah, that was the other one.
That was a good one.
He spells out jobs and says it's 3-letter word.
Yeah.
It's probably the type of hair you get when it's like inside your head is like a sprinkler pipe broke under your lawn.
I'll say hi to Jason in Carolina. Jason, you're on the Opie and Anthony show starring Nick DiPaolo today.
Thank you.
I wanted to relate a story or a conversation I heard in a Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
A lady of color said after Obama was elected, she was going to buy herself a Hummer because he was going to make gas $1 a gallon.
Really?
She right.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people disappointed when Obama's the president.
Did you see that thing? I saw it on Drudge, a picture. It's like a votive candle with Obama on it as like a holy figure with a halo and dressed in some robes and religious garb. Like he is being looked at as the second coming Black Jesus.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like we said before, are going to be very disappointed.
That's how the media sees him.
Oh,
Chris Matthews will be disappointed.
Love him. They love him.
The approval rating in the black community is going to be, but that's not good because they're expecting big things that he can't do himself.
This is the time that in history where the social chains will be broken. This is the new Emancipation Proclamation. This is like everyone's expecting these huge things.
What if he doesn't win?
Business as usual.
It'll be like the L.A. riots. I swear to God.
If he doesn't win.
They feel like they're so entitled. I'm not just talking about black people. The whole left feels like they're already talking about like they have this in the bag.
Like it's already won.
And if they don't, they're like spoiled little brats. They're going to go nuts.
I don't see one of them saying that the election was rigged or anything if they lose or any problems with rioting because the election was rigged. Yeah, I don't see that happening at all.
I almost hope he wins. I just want to see who would want the job.
Ugh.
Space Trucker, what's up?
Hi. I have an insight. One, I agree with Jimmy. It's not so much that I'm voting for Obama. I'm voting against McCain. It's the last several elections. I don't vote for anybody. I vote against the other guy.
No, but I'm saying I like Obama. Like he is too socialist for me. There are things about him I don't like. You're not going to.
You don't have to vote.
But no, I can't. I'm not registered in New York anyway. But I'm just saying, theoretically, if I did vote, that's the one I would.
But
want to
I'm
win.
saying, even if you could vote, if you weren't,
I would go for Obama.
Why? I'm saying, if you don't like either candidate,
I'll tell you what I like about him. I like more about him is he's got a vibe about him, like people like him the way they like JFK. Like this, it sounds corny, but this is like this really.
I
nice,
hope it doesn't end the same way.
I certainly hope so too.
They like him not in so much a way they like JFK. They like him like they like Bono. This guy's a rock star. People go out to see him. That's why he draws these huge crowds. Not because there's so many people supporting him, because you want to see a rock star.
Aflac Duck could draw 100,000 in St. Louis. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
You put it on TV enough.
I don't want to run
Am I
the
wrong,
country.
though? If like a little ugly poodle with two heads was born tomorrow and they kept putting on YouTube, it would get at least 50,000.
I like the fact, by the way, that Obama will talk. I get tired of this policy we have of not talking to Iran, not talking to Syria because we don't like it.
Yeah, that one doesn't bother me that much. Jimmy,
I don't care if they're radicals or I just want
to. Let me tell you something though. You gotta talk, but you also have to back it up.
Yeah.
With don't step on me now. Don't I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna talk. Right. We're gonna have a dialogue. But the second you start spouting off your crazy Muslim crap. I'm gonna have to walk away.
Hey, look, I don't care what they spout off. I would rather Penn and Teller did a great thing about how the way to work all these stupid problems is through trade, because it's hard to attack people who you're trading with and spending money with. That is the best way to do it. I want to have a free trade or whatever with Iran and Syria. Why not? If they're making money off us and we're making money off them.
But they only have one thing we want, which is their oil.
All right.
And we have nothing they want but a decadent society that can only kill their
they gotta have something else. They gotta have something else besides oil. What's the second thing we want?
Members only jackets?
No, I'm just asking. Iran.
Sand.
What's the second thing we want from Iran? Everyone knows oil.
Lady Bic shavers. They got a ton of them.
Can you look that up? There's got to be the second thing we want or need from Iran besides oil.
I read a story.
Carpets, magic carpets.
Magic flying carpets.
Pointy hats and
shoes that curl.
Yeah. Blood-stained dresses from girls that actually show their ankles. Nice rocks to hit our wives with. They got a ton of stuff over there.
Nice.
That's funny.
Nice rounded off rocks. Yeah. They don't cut. They just
really bludgeon someone with them.
They got a ton of stuff.
Well, we could throw a Nike logo on that rock and we would be in business.
A woman's hat with a target on it. It's a wedding gift.
I read a story yesterday about this Iraqi woman. She's 20 years old. Started working on a military base. She couldn't go home at that point, or else the family, they were afraid they would give her one of those where all the men of the family stone her. It's called a something killing.
Honor killing.
Honor killing. Thank you. An honor killing. Very honorable.
Yeah.
She's
not a bad idea.
Working. So she couldn't go home, and a soldier, this Marine, decides he really liked her, thought she was beautiful, marries her.
Oh boy.
Takes her back to some crap hole Kentucky, just the mountain place.
Oh no.
He hurts himself. He can't work. So she ends up working in a strip club,
Oh,
yeah.
The American Dream.
It was just the American Dream all over. But the only thing that gets me to the point where I'm thinking, Obama might not win this was the interviews with neighbors of this family. They never said that she was from Iraq, the Marine or her. And when the neighbors found out, they interviewed some of these neighbors for the story, and she was like, well, I was scared at first. I was scared when I found out she was from Iraq because, those people, they bring the terrorism. And this was her, this is the way she was talking and everything. And I'm reading this going, all right, we still got a shot because that is middle America. That isn't liberal New York. Liberal
That sounds
LA.
backwards, though. That's backwards America. That's not...
You know what it is, though? That's pull the lever for McCain.
Yeah.
That is backwards, believe me. That's the other extreme to the liberal, guilty white guy pulling the lever.
Yeah.
But when I hear stuff like that, I think, all right.
You're holding out hope.
We might have this.
You're not going to believe it. So oil. We want the oil from Iran. We found out what the second thing is. We'll let Charlie say it from New York. Charlie.
Paprika?
Pretty close.
Yeah, Iran is the largest producer of pistachio nuts.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Are my pistachio nuts coming from that filthy
Are they
place?
really?
Yes.
Oh, the shells are open, and I'm eating it.
Everyone's coming up with pistachio nuts is the second thing.
They
Yeah,
don't,
right.
They don't use toilet paper.
Now,
That's what I hear.
Are those the pistachio? Yeah, they use their left hand.
Right, that's so they could shake hands with their right. We all heard that.
You're
one.
right.
That's how they pick up the pistachio nuts. It's like when you take your mashed potatoes and put it into your peas. They go, ugh.
They just smack their dirty left hand down on the pistachios.
Yes.
And it's the perfect amount for the bag.
I will never eat a pistachio nut again because they don't use toilet paper. And like Ann said, those things are open a little bit.
You like the ones that are open. It's not a battle.
Are those the red ones?
Oh.
That stain your lips and fingers?
Those are the
Leslie
guys
Nielsen?
that bagged them that had hemorrhoids.
One out of 5 pistachio nuts is really, they take it out of there.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Got a hair on it.
Oh, and I liked pistachio nuts.
All right, we got to take another break.
Jam.
Hey, Jimmy's got a book out. It's called I Hate Your Guts. Yes. And we're trying to get a little attention on Google today. So we're asking everybody to Google bomb I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton.
And you can pre-order on Amazon. It's actually released November 4th, but on Amazon pre-orders are
It's
available.
moving up
You're
the
like
charts,
Newt
Jimmy.
Gingrich here. He's got a book every time I come.
I know.
Nice, right? And nickdip.com. What else, Nick?
Please go November 28th, Tarrytown Music Theater, the night after Thanksgiving. And I'm in Belmore, Long Island this weekend at Brokerage, but November 28th is the big one.
What about the brokerage? You don't want anyone there?
It's a small space,
right.
so I don't think it'll be a problem. Right. But November 28th, Tarrytown Music Theater.
And all this is on nickdip.com.
Yes, it is.
Over here
done,
first,
Opie.
Danny. Welcome back, old man.
Oh, Opie, that's not professional. You will not be invited to
what?
the old timers of radio convention.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, please. Who wants to go there?
I get tickets.
Yeah, you going?
I
Yeah.
scalped some. $200. In Newark, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Go there,
No.
see all those radio message board people going, ooh, guess who I met?
Well, how would you have anything in Newark?
No.
Alan Stifford actually has a radio on his shoulder that plays his awful theme music.
It's Alan Sniffin.
Is it?
It's Port Reflections. I haven't been there in so long to check that out. It's
no
like-
one has been.
Yeah, now all they do is talk about like what alloy the transmitters are made of. It's not even radio related anymore. You know, I was an engineer at one of the towers back in '52. When cares?
Hey, Bobby's back in studio today.
Bob
Kelly.
Now, we noticed something. That we all know by now that Bobby used to be a fat guy for a couple of years.
Bobby was a pig, just a slob,
Yeah,
a fat, disgusting mess of a man.
Embarrassment.
We had odds.
Tell me how you really feel, Anthony.
How he got a girl to marry him is beyond me.
I got her before I was fat.
What did she like?
You did?
Ass sweat?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you got fat. How'd you keep her?
I only got fat after Torgasm. Before that, I was thin.
What did B.O. turn her on?
She's Puerto Rican.
That's a yes, I guess.
Yeah. And it's well documented. You're losing the weight. Every time you come in, we're like, wow, Bobby, man. But now it's getting to the point where we think you lost weight since yesterday because you were on yesterday's show. Now we're a little creeped out.
Yes, I am binging and purging after the show.
Are you?
You guys gave me bulimia.
Hit an old gypsy Gucci woman with his car and thin.
I die with it on my lips. I never take it off.
How do you know the references to that stupid movie?
That old guy. Wasn't he the guy from Room 222 or something?
He was
like that principal.
creepy.
Yeah.
You'll never see us.
Thin. Turn one guy into a lizard.
Oh yeah, lizard boy.
Bobby's playing Wilbur Theater in Boston.
Is this Friday?
This Friday night, one show.
Oh, good.
This Friday, one show. What time is it?
8 o'clock show. Doors open at 7:30, and it's Ticketmaster.com.
See, you could go to the show afterwards. You go out to the diner. You have a Danish.
Go to Dominic's. Get a slice of pizza right across the street, or a she-mail around the corner in Chinatown.
Really? I may pop up to see your program. See your little show.
Who's that?
Go to Jacques.
Wow, Bobby, look how fat you were.
Was I fat?
Wow.
Yeah, you're blocking out the stars on the flag.
That is really...
Right.
Yeah, you're standing in front of America. You're General Fatten.
Samuel.
Do you remember all the good times we used to have?
General Pat used to say the core, the core, the core.
Yeah.
He used to say the s'mores, the s'mores.
But he's look at him. He looks great now, this son of a bitch.
It's not going to get better than that today. Darren R. from Brooklyn. We were talking politics, and Darren just wants his opinion heard. He writes, when you guys start talking about politics, it's like monkeys throwing S. You're not political pundits. You're Joe Sixpack horse S. It's baseless.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't agree with you, did we?
And only does harm to listeners taking you seriously.
Yeah.
Harm?
How many people take
I know how this
seriously,
a-hole-
first of all?
Everyone.
Dummy. What a dummy, because you don't agree with us. My point of view is null and void and shouldn't be broadcast.
Yeah.
Shut it.
That's a Democrat for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Always preaching tolerance and free speech.
Yeah, unless it's something they don't want to hear. Go hug a tree while someone's cutting it down. Yeah.
Although I will say that the nastiest emails I've gotten lately, because I'm supporting Obama, have been because I've gotten a lot of nasty ones.
Yeah,
from
both
Yeah, but that's because your base that you guys play to here is mostly, you know.
Oh, but they've been giving me the proverbial business.
Oh, yeah, well,
you're a guilty
they
white
should.
guy. What? Not guilty. What are you talking about?
Well, you aren't, but most of them are, actually.
True.
It's driving the whole election, actually, and people don't even know it. Not you, no.
I know. I don't.
You know what it is?
I feel guilty. If I had guilt, I'd wear a condom.
Jimmy is a progressive thinker. You're like this progressive thinker, I think, and
He's going to progress himself right out of his paycheck.
Yeah, out of his money. But I think that does you harm in this instance, because I think you want to see something new here. I think it's that you're tired of what you've seen, so you want something new regardless of what it is.
Nothing
No,
wrong
if it
with
was
that.
terrible, I wouldn't. No.
But it is.
I like,
terrible.
but I like him. I kind of liked what he said about Wall Street. I mean,
You're not going to date him. He's going to be your president.
But he did a good Matt Lauer interview. I saw Lauer's a good interviewer, man, and he really will come after you. And
You can vote for him if he runs?
I don't know if Matt's running for anything. Quit starting rumors. What do I know?
Him and Sam Champion on the next ticket.
How did Al Roker? He looks like he has AIDS below the neck. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
All the fat went to his head.
I love it.
He's scarier now that he lost the 200 pounds. It's going to happen to Bob Kelly. Wait, he's going to get those wrinkles.
What wrinkles?
Oh, God.
Like a rhinoceros has under his ball sack.
You can cross your legs, I see there, Bob.
Oh, I can do the old gay cross.
Yoo-hoo.
The old, yoo-hoo.
can.
You don't have to with that hat on.
I have to keep it on because of my. I bumped my head on a weight
Steering wheel?
bench bar.
On what, a vending machine?
Steering wheel. That took a second.
Game is back on.
Would you bump your head?
You ever notice when there's more than like two comics in this room? It's attack mode.
It's a vicious, yeah.
Well, what are we going to do? Talk politics?
Yeah.
And people get angry.
I was listening to the show around 15 minutes ago. You guys were talking McCain, and it was actually an intelligent conversation. It's just downhill. Go ahead. Next fat joke.
I just want to know what happened to your head.
Yeah, can we see it?
You know when you're doing the inclined bench, you have to hang upside down basically. With your
Yeah,
legs.
go ahead, Jack LaLanne. We know what inclined benches.
And
We know what happened.
And then, oh my Mike Babiglia, relax, Nick.
No, you're not as funny as him. Go ahead.
Do you believe that?
No, I love you. You know that. Go ahead, Chubby. Banged your head on what? A sandwich? Let's go.
Oh, Bob, I'm nervous now.
So you're hanging, you're inclined.
And you have to swing your head under that bar, that big metal bar, the bench bar.
Yeah.
Smash my head right on the grip part.
Let's see. What do you guys?
Did you?
Gar or scab or something?
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
You look like McCain when he was in prison.
I actually looked like McCain a couple of years ago when they removed that lesion off his head.
Yeah, it looks like a big liver spot.
Yeah.
You sure you didn't bang your head on the way into the short jeans store?
Bobby is right. It just turns into a
It's like
pack of wolves.
Apocalypso. You're standing there and spears are just being thrown at you.
Oh, I got such a joke.
It's a head. Yeah, spit it out.
I'm not saying it. Not in this day and age.
Now we have someone that has a problem with the fact you said Matt Lauer's a good interviewer. We can't do anything right on the
I would
show.
love. I let anybody call me and say anything different.
Let's go to Tom and
I
Franklin
double
Square.
dare them.
When you book to talk to Matt Lauer about your book?
Yeah,
2
right.
weeks from now.
No, not with the Al Roker trashing that's in the
kidding
book.
me? Yeah.
That ain't happening. Tom and Franklin Square.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jimmy, I absolutely love you. I go back to Tough Crowd when you said
Thank
John
you
Kerry
very
was
much, Tom.
security.
All right, hang up on him.
What a douche. No, Tom, Jimmy, I love you, but Matt Lauer did the softest interview with Hillary Clinton.
I didn't see that.
Softballs at her. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. Like I said, I'm a Republican, but I do support what you're saying. I understand. I think you're a great guy anyway. You're not a sorry white guy. I don't look at you like that. I think you're hysterical. Everybody has different opinions, but you are going to lose your base audience.
I'll tell you why I liked. Yeah, I don't care. Please, I'll tell you why I like Matt Lauer. The way he went after Tom Cruise. I mean, that was brutal. Like Tom Cruise is not used to anybody questioning him, and he smashed Tom Cruise's face.
His psychiatric drugs.
Yeah, I've seen him do that to enough people where he at least even
Any of them Democrats?
Obama, but he didn't smash Obama, but he did really question what he was saying about Wall Street, and I mean, it made him give him a really good answer. I liked what he said.
And he's kind of cute.
Yeah,
not from the top though. He's got a bald
He's dreamy.
spot.
Yeah. Hey, Boston, want to say good morning to everybody listening on BCN. Great story coming out of Boston. They're tasering the hell out of everybody up there.
Is that what they do? Well, they didn't have much luck with the beanbag guns after that girl got her eye taken out and
killed her.
Died. Yeah.
Killed her.
Well, her eye came out first, and then she died.
It certainly did. She had to see herself die because the eye still had feeling.
Oh, terrible.
You gotta applaud this, though. Here in New York, we had 2 cops shot in the subway, right?
Why you got to applaud that?
No,
You're terrible.
Bad. I'm talking about
vote for Obama. You're praising cops being shot. You're an animal.
Opie airs.
Wow, God,
not that.
What are you praising?
I think we should be tasering the hell out of people, left and right.
Well, the guy that shot the cops, he got a little more than a tasering. He got about 4 rounds in him.
Yes, he did, and that's beautiful.
A couple of cops were down in the subway doing one of those plain clothes, hop the turnstile, bust the guy kind of thing.
When was this?
Overnight.
Yesterday, overnight.
I haven't even seen the paper today.
This guy, a fine gentleman, I'm sure, goes to hop the turnstile. A couple of these plainclothes cops go after him. He starts a fight. One of the cops' guns gets loose, and the guy picks it up and shoots both the cops.
Yep.
And runs up the stairs. And, golly, a police lieutenant's up there at the top of the stairs and unloads 4 rounds into him.
Nice Irish kid.
I'm sure, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The cops are going to be okay, thank God.
Yeah. You're going to be okay. Say the words.
But up there in Boston, local cops in Bay State suburbs are zapping suspects with taser jolts at a shocking rate.
I get it.
As the state looks the other way, and even Boston police have shied away from the controversial weapon.
What's the It's called less lethal.
Right.
This is what you're doing instead of shooting people.
And they're already complaining.
Christ.
They're already complaining. Amnesty International. They don't. All these.
Amnesty International.
They don't want
us
to.
Torture.
Well, that's what this is about. Yes.
Eventually, we're not even going to. We're not going to be able to use the electric chair. They're going to have a guy in his socks walk across the shag rug and touch a light switch.
All right, bring the cotton ball gun.
Yeah,
we'll show him.
I mean,
we know a little something about Boston, and if they're saying Boston police have shied away. The Boston police don't want to be shying away from the taser.
No, they love.
They've been
the taser.
forced to put that thing down. In 2007 alone, the weapons were fired at least 200 times in 30 towns.
That's 200 times someone wasn't shot. What
a lot of these kids want a feeling.
Win. Yeah, you
You
just
see,
want to go ahead.
because they demonstrate all the time. Cops demonstrate on each other.
Yes.
You can put it on YouTube. They shoot each other at parties and stuff.
Parties, yeah.
So I'm guarantee a bunch of these kids want to go really see what it feels
let me
like.
see what that feels like. I'm just gonna hold this until the cops show up, and it's unbelievable to me what they expect these cops to do when somebody is resisting arrest. Someone's holding a weapon. Someone's threatening someone else. What the hell do they want him to do? First, they never want him in their neighborhood in the first place. Yeah. Stay out. We don't want. And then they bitch when they don't come in and fight the crime. And then whatever they use to fight the crime with, there's a problem. It's beyond me. Cops, they should just sit in their cars.
And this is the part.
And not do anything.
Next year, it's going to be super soakers.
Yeah. Oh, well, the water is very chilly and I got a cold.
You're going to ruin my pants.
This is the part that's going to enrage a lot of people. The stunning rise in taser use has drawn the fire of the local Amnesty International chapter, like you said, which says tasers were supposed to be a non-lethal alternative to gunfire.
It is.
Now it seems clear that police departments are using tasers not as an alternative to lethal force, but to get compliance.
Good. Right? Yes. Good. This country needs a giant laser. We do. We're a society of a-holes. Seriously. Your dad didn't slap you. He gave you a timeout instead.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
You got to bring back the spanking. That's absolutely right.
I could just about guarantee, 99.9% guarantee, I am not going to be tasered by a police officer.
And why is that?
Because, if anyone deserved it, it's me.
You're going to pull out your PBA cards, the thousands of them you have?
You know what? Yes.
Steal them out like poker?
I am very cordial to the police when they approach me for anything. I give them respect. I don't mouth off, and I carry on a dialogue like a human being with the person. And sometimes they can be nasty. I'm not saying all cops are great guys. They step up to you. Sometimes you get a nasty one. You're not going to win the battle with a cop, on nastiness. You don't turn around and tell him to go F himself when he's, calling you, an ass for the way you're driving. And believe me, that happens a lot to me. Mm-hmm. I get pulled over probably, what did I say, 2 or 3 times a month?
It's averaging twice a month.
Yeah, I get pulled over. And the thing to do, like I said, I got pulled over once, in, Ohio. And I'm in a rental car. It's pitch black on the road. So the lights come on because I'm speeding. I usually do. And I put on my hazards and put my hand out the window like, okay, I understand you're pulling me over. Slow down. But I waited till I got to a parking lot with a big light and, a pizza place or something like that so the cop can feel more relaxed. You turn your dome light on.
That's right. Put your hands on the wheel.
Both hands on the wheel, window down. And when they come up, then they're more relaxed. And they're not in this frame of mind where, all right, I gotta, get this guy or something. You relax the officer.
I guess I did, because I got pulled over recently.
Yeah.
I shut the dome light. I put my feet out the window, and I held onto my cell phone. The light was hitting. It was reflecting.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I started digging in the glove box.
I like grabbing my wallet and holding it with 2 fingers wrapped around it. My license. I leave a 50 hanging out and say, "Can't we take care of it right here in Brainerd?"
Talcum powder on my chest.
You can't hold your wallet like that. Look like a gun.
Oh, literal Jim.
They're saying since 2001, 320 people have died after being tased.
Yeah, those are people with like cholesterol problems and heart problems.
Yeah. You tase them in the eyeballs or something.
But the guys that died really are like obese.
Yeah. There's always a problem when they're sitting on them or something.
We found like a, waffle caught in his heart valve. He got like a dozen hard-boiled eggs in his heart chamber. Finally goes to tase it and kill him.
Hey, Kevin from Connecticut, he's got a good one. I recently heard a Boston cop say, "Stop or I'll tickle you." Yeah. He's going to get down to that eventually.
Boston cops are still old school. But like in the late 80s, now this is already 20 years old, this story, but I got pulled over leaving a nightclub with my buddy. Yeah. And the cop's on his side. He was driving my buddy, and I made some crack under my breath.
Oh, geez.
Big Irish face. It looked like the guy from The Godfather, too grouchy for my job. McCluskey. He had a face just like that. He's like a 65 guy. He sticks his head in the window. He goes to me, "What did you say, Guinea?" This is 1989. What did you say, Guinea?
All right, hold him.
Oh my God!
Cracks you in the jaw. You got to go to Sicily.
My buddy's like, he's a war hero. He's clean.
I thought I got rid of all you guinea grease. What do you call them? All you grease balls or something.
That's what he said, though.
Oh, wow.
All you guinea hoods locked up.
Yeah, I'm locked up.
He had a head like a pit bull. It filled the whole window. I was never so scared in my life.
Did you repeat what you said?
No, I almost crapped my pants. I went, nothing.
Oh, that is great.
And I was blind, drunk as a skunk. Oh, my. And he had that McCluskey face, man. He'd been on the force forever.
That's funny.
Should have rolled the window up in his face.
Oh, damn. See a nightstick come through there real quick. Lickety split.
Take a height, flat foot.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
Beat it.
Getting too old. Grouchy for my job.
Yeah.
That's a good
How's
place.
the Italian food in this place?
Yeah, right.
Pretty good, since it's an Italian restaurant, stupid.
Watch the sauce come out of your neck.
Where are you going to get shepherd's pie?
There it is. The old Irish sauce dispenser is over there. Then you need a little more gravy for your pasta.
I love
coming out of McCluskey's throat.
I love McCluskey's face as he's sinking down after being shot.
Yeah, he just
good
can't believe it. Is what it is. He's looking like I frisked him.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's what he's going through his head. Right before that
Like when he
last
grabbed
bullet.
his throat. He's like trying to unbutton it.
Yeah, like he was trying to
unbutton his shirt to get the bullet out of his Adam's apple. Oh, that stung. He's like,
oh, how did he get that?
This is a good place to break. Yeah, I agree, Stump Ray. We got to take a quick break here. Bob Kelly, Wilbur Theater Friday. Let's get the tickets for Bobby up there in Boston, please.
Yeah.
And nickdip.com, the big show that you're promoting, Nick.
Tarrytown Music Theater, November 28th.
All right. And also, we're Googling the hell out of I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton. So keep that going for Jimmy and his book that's moving up the
He's
Amazon
got enough
charts.
money, that kid.
Go to Amazon. Never enough for old Jimbo.
That's all right.
Amazon.com pre-order.
Look at the price of the book, and then just know that half of it is going to go to Obama. Jimmy.
Oh,
just know that, half of whatever you get from that is going to go to your buddy there that you want to elect.
Well, maybe a quarter of it, because at Amazon.com right now, it's $8 off.
Well, okay.
Where do those savings go?
That's a bargain then. Okay.
It sure is. It's a bargain in any town.
Get us out of here, Danny. Opie and Anthony, full house today.
Just talking about some horrific things.
Yeah.
What?
Like injuries. Apparently, Colin hurt himself.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Wasn't he in here a few days ago?
I didn't think he
hurt his finger, right?
Yeah, he reached into his trash for something. There was a broken glass in there. Just nice 10 stitches on his knuckle.
But it's the knuckle that he bites when he gets angry. You know that.
The flesh is probably already weakened from him chewing on it.
Too bad he didn't reach in with his teeth. That would have been a better story.
And then I was telling the guys I reached in. I didn't reach in. I was pushing a garbage bag down into the garbage pail.
Yeah, that's
and a tuna can lid was in there and just sliced right through my ring finger. And the feeling of that was, I still remember it. It's like a war injury. I remember when it happened.
What year was that?
God damn! Before radio.
You should have taken the hint. They were trying to take your ring finger off so you wouldn't get married.
Oh, well, no, it was after marriage.
Now you got a bloody finger. It smells like tuna. It's like a bad prom date.
NickDip.com. Nick DiPaolo in studio.
And when I was a boy, I was telling them I saw one of the worst things I've ever seen is I was at my friend Billy's house, and he had eye trouble. One of his eyes, he had a cornea implant. It was brand new. It was like 118 micro stitches that put a brand new cornea on, and we were making noise, drinking. And he had, I think, a Korean or a neighbor upstairs, and she came down, and she went to scold him. And I was watching from the side, and she went to point for emphasis, and her fingernail sliced his cornea.
Big manicured fingernail.
Wow.
What are the odds?
Maybe it was some kind of like kung fu move.
Yeah. She just got done fighting
Iron
Bruce Lee.
Chef.
It's the big cornea slice move.
I saw this from the side. I saw liquid go. It was like
No
his
way.
eyes spit liquid. And his cornea, he goes, how bad is it? And it was...
How bad is it?
As opposed to good?
How bad is
It was like...
Never want to hear how bad
It was like a contact lens hanging off.
But it was his cornea.
He's blind in that eye now. He lost his eyesight.
Wow.
Did he sue that nip?
They couldn't have put it back. Jesus.
Jimmy,
There was a lawsuit.
is he a good friend of
Can't say
yours?
that, can you?
No, there was a
Forgot where I
lawsuit.
was.
That's not water
I forgot. That woman?
There was a lawsuit, but they had nothing. She married it was an American husband, and there was just no money, so they won nothing. So he had to.
Now he's got a patch.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow, that helps you get laid.
How bad is it? Oof. The answer's never going to be good if you have to ask that.
Yeah, his father had to drive him to the hospital in New York, like laying on his back, just to hold the thing on his eye.
The first thing I ever saw was that kid, that nine-year-old kid, get shot. That was something out in the middle of the desert. His father was.
What? You saw it?
Oh, yeah. Story? Oh, we used to go out to the Mojave Desert with my father was out of his mind. And, we all used to go out and camp at this, silver mine, this old abandoned silver mine in the Mojave Desert. It was like 50 miles off the highway, and the highway was in the middle of nowhere. It was between, like, Needles and Kingston, Arizona or something. It was in the middle of nowhere.
No sunblock.
Yeah, it was just nothing. And we took guns and doom buggies. And just, and we were kids and just, here, go ahead, here are the keys, take it out, shoot stuff. We're just driving around the desert shooting things. It was insanity. And, this guy, Juan Reyes, he went out and he had this old 6-shooter that you used to have to quarter cock to, move the cylinder. So he quarter cocks it, loads it, shuts the gate, lifts it up, and the quarter cock hit one of the bullets. And his son, 9-year-old son, standing right in front of him, hit him right in the shoulder, the left shoulder, and out his shoulder blade. But I thought it was a heart shot. It looked exactly like, and then blood came out in a tube. It looked like a clear tube was stuck in and blood was pumping out through it. It was that round. And he just went like, he turned white, went, and boom, fell on the ground. And I'm just like, holy Jesus. I just watched one of my friends get killed, and they had to throw him in the truck, in one of the pickup trucks, and drive him to a hospital in, like, Arizona was the closest thing. It was maybe a couple of 100 miles away, and packed in ice and all kinds of shirts and everything on there. And they left all of us there. All the adults went, so they left the kids there. And then the cops showed up because there's a gunshot. So they had to investigate, and they showed up with their guns drawn, like thinking the Manson family is out there. And it's a bunch of us kids all armed, and the cops are asking questions like, what are you doing out here?
It's like Road Warrior.
It was like the Road
Warrior.
Warrior.
Boomerang and catching it, and your fingers get lopped off.
It was crazy. I'm doing shots of tequila. And I was probably 14. Yes, I was 6 years old.
Nice boy, shot in the shoulder.
Shot in the shoulder. Yeah, Jesus. It was just doing shots of tequila, drinking, driving doom buggies, and shooting.
The kid made
things.
it?
Yeah, he made it. He had to wear an arm brace, and he had a cool scar from the front and the back. Went right through, a clean shot.
It's funny, your childhood is just not.
Oh, it's chock full of.
I just see you as a hump in Long Island in a above ground pool.
I should have.
Big Italian family.
It was going out to California that kind of changed me a little bit. When I was living in New York and growing up, I was the mama's boy. I was always, when I was telling, I was crying all the time. I was a big baby kid, just meh. And I was a little mommy's boy, and I'd stay home and build models of dinosaurs and spaceships and things like that. And then when I went out to California, I saw this whole new way of life. It was called getting laid. My brother was out there, so smoking weed. Shooting stuff, drinking, riding horses.
You could have done that in Levittown.
yeah, exactly.
When Anthony went to California, that's when you said to your liver, put up your dukes.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
And I can see that incident really scared you away from guns. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I can't get enough of them. I love them. It was absolutely the most unsafe thing that could have been done. When you have one of these old 6-shooters, you're supposed to leave one of the chambers empty so that because the firing pin is on the hammer itself. So the hammer falls, it's going to hit the primer.
Yeah, that's the one you want to be playing around kids with.
Yeah, around kids.
You look at it wrong and it goes up.
It goes up, exactly. Now there's a lot of safety devices in the guns that keep the firing pin separate from the hammer until the trigger's pulled, or you're holding something on the grip. There a lot of safeties in place, but
amazing.
It was quite a weekend.
I almost died.
Quite a childhood. Yeah.
We're having a rock fight, me and Robbie Sear.
Jesus. The old rock fight.
Yeah, he had a left arm. He could throw like 100 miles an hour.
Oh, God.
So we're whipping rocks at each other, right? I'm across the street. He's on his porch. I'm on a picnic table across the street in Johnny Desmaris's yard. So he runs out of rocks, so he goes in his house, comes out with a bow and arrow, a real one. Right?
Is he insane?
He puts the arrow in the thing. I'm like, a kid. I'm like, he'll never hit me from here. He pulls the thing back. Then he decides this could be dangerous. Takes the tip off, the metal tip, puts it back on, proceeds to shoot, hits me right in the throat. I think about this today. I get chills up my.
Yes.
It would have went right through me and killed me instantly.
You'd have been dead.
I caught the thing like this with my fists, but it still cut my throat.
Of course it did. It's like a pencil now.
But
being
can you
shot
imagine
at.
if you caught it? Yeah, with my fists, I pinned it against my throat. Can you imagine if you didn't take the tip? Yeah. If you didn't take the tip off,
You'd have been so dead.
Like William Tell, right through my head.
You'd have been dead.
I keep thinking about that to this day. It freaks me out. I mean,
wow.
Perfect.
That is something.
Right across the street.
Would you die from a shot like that? I guess.
Hell yeah, and
if it hits the artery,
arrow to the
dead.
throat.
Probably.
I just talk like Colin. I'm Nick DiPaolo.
This guy used to know.
I'll be in Terrytown
This
this
guy
weekend.
I actually still know him. This guy Randy used to. He talked about how he was playing with a bunch of his friends outside, and they would play with bow and arrow. What they would do is take it and point it straight up.
Oh, like on
it,
The Sopranos.
and then no one would know where it's coming down, so they'd all panic and go, "Holy Jesus!" And then it would hit in the lawn next to someone, and they'd all laugh. So they were doing this for a while, and one kid does it, and there's a woman gardening across the street. She's on her knees, bent over, doing some gardening. They don't know where the arrow is. All of a sudden they hear, "Ah!" And it went right through the middle of her calf and stuck into the ground. And she's screaming. So they all just run for their life. They ran away. They just no one helped.
Were they looking for an Indian in the neighborhood?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, looking for an Indian.
Oh,
you should have used the stake to get a tomato plant going.
We get shot by
an arrow. I think you're just gardening and you get hit with an arrow.
Do you remember that episode on The Sopranos? Ralph Cifaretto's kid?
Yeah.
And they had a box with a target drawn on it, and it goes right through the.
Yeah. What happened, honey? Someone shot me with an arrow.
Arrow.
When I was a kid, me and my buddy were in the back. We were throwing rocks at this shed, and we hit the window and broke it. And neither one of us wanted to take responsibility.
Of course. That's your story.
Oh my God.
Who was that? Sticking to it.
Who was that?
We have these life-threatening stories, and
Who was that boring?
he's got an episode from the Brady Bunch story.
Wow. Hey, I want to know the Brady Bunch story. Would have been, look, Dad got shot in the hiney with what looks like an arrow with two things
Starts with
hanging
the
off.
same letter.
I actually got
Arrow has juice in it.
I got a hole in my head
I'm saying.
from kicking. There was like a 4-foot icicle hanging off the gutter, and I walked over. My sister goes, "Get me that icicle." So I went over and kicked the gutter, but I was standing right underneath it.
Brilliant.
The 4-foot, this huge icicle came straight down, hit me on my head, and almost killed me. I had a hole in my head. You could see like the gook. The gook coming out of it.
The what? Pudding?
All the brains.
That's great. Did she say, "Hey, Frosty, can you get me that?"
The brains leaked out. And they were going to put them back in the head, but a mosquito landed and sucked them up quickly and flew away.
Are you saying that I have no brains?
No, I'm saying you had one, but a
No, your hat is saying that.
Hey, I want to sneak this story in before we get out of here because we got the perfect group for this one.
Parents in Germany are welcoming a very rare set of twins. Baby Leo has dark skin like his mother, while brother Ryan has lighter skin like his father. Their mother is West African and their dad is German. The boys are fraternal and not identical twins.
No.
Doctors say that the odds of giving birth to twins of a different color is 1 in 1 million. Both babies are said to be in good health.
Yeah, they were very careful with that.
School.
It was one black and one white. Why can't they just say that?
Because she said one of darker skin.
Darker skin coloring. Am I going to get fired
White
for saying
people are
this?
afraid of the word black.
Wow, that isn't even like close either.
Look at that.
I'm looking. Wow.
What the?
That is something.
Looks like All in the Family met
Joe
the
the plumber.
Jeffersons.
The white one isn't really completely white.
Maybe this is some type of omen.
No,
that
the white,
God is
that's not the
sending
white
us
one.
to
That's
get
the black
together
one.
as a
That
race.
white one's white.
That's exactly what.
White one is
That's white.
almost white.
Yeah, it's very tan.
Sad
One
part
is a-
is that both the parents are Asian.
So,
I'll bet you the lighter one got there earlier.
Jimmy Norton.
Oh no, black people are late. Yes.
Well, you said that.
One's up all the time and the other one just sleeps. I never said which is which. Babies do that. Well, twins, I've known people with twins. One's usually a handful.
One keeps stealing the other one's food.
All right. Now,
Bobby,
Bobby, why do you have to just over the line?
Can I say
that
this?
Words hurt.
Words hurt.
Yeah, I was offended by that whole segment.
Yeah, so was I.
Now everybody knows Nick. Now everybody knows it was a joke when Nick said, "I was offended by it."
How do you babysit one twin?
How do you what?
How do you babysit one twin? That's an old joke.
You got it.
Which you're not getting the punchline from.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. What did one twin say to the other one? Guilty. I don't know if that works. What does one twin say to the other one? Will the defendant please rise?
Oh, this is...
yes. This is very bad.
That's just terrible.
Steer clear. Steer clear of this, people. Steer clear. It's in Germany, huh?
One of them starts reading 8th grade.
Hey?
You tell me which one. I didn't say anything.
You tell me. I know, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what the educational system is in Berlin.
One's a Republican, one's a Democrat.
Right. Oh, let's listen to the silence.
Taboo. Taboo.
That's great.
Bunch of people just cancel their tickets at the Wilbur Theater.
Don't say that. I really need them to show up. It's a recession, Nick. Relax.
You'll probably do a good walk-up. It's this Friday at the Wilbur.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Barb Kelly.
Yeah, don't walk
Come on,
up,
Boston.
though.
Go see Bobby. Friday, Wilbur Theater. We should get out of here.
Yeah.
No way.
We did enough damage for one
What's
day.
This little coffee clutch going on.
Yip.
10 best dressed women of the week.
Important stuff, you know?
Style.
Al-Qaeda's planning our death, and they're talking about shoes.
Yeah. We're doomed.
NickDip.com and Nick DiPaolo's promoting.
Tarrytown Music Theater, November 28th, the night after Thanksgiving, and this weekend, the Brokerage
out there on Long Island.
So.
And Jimmy, come on, let's get people pre-ordering, right?
Yeah, the book. It's a little book called "I Hate Your Guts," and you can get it on a little website called Amazon.com. You can do a little thing called pre-order, and you save yourself a few bucks.
And do us a favor, Google "I Hate Your Guts," Jim Norton. We're Google bombing. It's number one? Oh, dude, the fans are helping you out today, Jimmy.
Thank you, guys.
Well, keep it going. Don't let anyone beat
Look at that. There it is, right up at the top. "I Hate Your Guts," Jim Norton. Keep Googling that today.
And
Good for you.
That's huge promotion for your book, Jimmy.
Thank you, guys. I've sent Imus and the crew over there books, so you can finally get the title right. It gives.
What's it called? I Don't Like You.
Yeah, I'm not quite up to par.
5 minutes past the hour.
Jimmy, this is perfect, too, because when they click on "I Hate Your Guts," Jim Norton, it goes right to pre-order Jim Norton's book, so it's perfect. So for the faithful listeners, just keep Googling "I Hate Your Guts,"
Thank
Jim
you,
Norton.
All right, we'll see you,
And there you have it.
A good one.
Today's pendulum song.
I like this one. It's got that Betty Davis eyes drum machine going, and and oldie time video game sound effects.
For the next couple of weeks, we're going to feature a pendulum song.
Nice.
As we, go from one studio to the other, whatever. But there you go. There's the 8-bit pendulum song. Nick DiPaolo made the walk. Also, Robert Kelly, who's playing the Wilbur Theater in Boston.
Friday night.
Friday night, one show only.
Mm-hmm.
A very nice opportunity to see Bobby and what he's doing on a stage lately. And I walked in. You guys were saying that Al-Qaeda officially endorsed McCain.
Is backing McCain, yes. Al-Qaeda on one of their fine websites that usually show things, beheadings or whatever, other shenanigans they want to pull against Americans. They posted that they are backing John McCain for president of the United States. And who's buying this this clever ruse that they're trying to pull?
Yeah. But this scares me. Does America understand what they're doing by...
And then they'd go, well, if Al-Qaeda's backing him, I don't want to vote for him. Like, are you that stupid? Or do you see the fact that they're doing it so he, loses because they really do want Obama in?
Right.
because
they think
I think
he's a
they
softie.
they see him as sort of a brethren. I think
Keith Olbermann sent that email to MSNBC.
Don't get on that guy's bad side.
Oh, you like Keith?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't he
He's a
do
good guy.
ESPN too?
I hope he finds a lump on his left nut and it spreads to his pussy.
That's a damn good one.
Do you like Bill O'Reilly?
Yes, I do. Sometimes. He's a blowhard. Here's what I like about O'Reilly's show. He loves himself. He is a blowhard at times. But at least he exposed the New York Times and those other douches.
Did you see the...
he does that very well.
Did you see the argument he got in with Barney Frank?
Yes.
Oh, was that great?
What was that about?
Barney Frank, does he have teeth? Have they all been knocked out from teabagging pages? His mouth is in a permanent frown at the corners from sucking so many cocks.
His mouth does. It goes there. He's got the weirdest mouth.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
O'Reilly yelling at him like he was his dad.
Queen.
And Frank just stood
O'Reilly
there, though.
just... Yeah, he did.
Barney hung in there, just like, you know.
Barney, you know what? Barney's so used to the abuse.
Well, Barney Frank's on this right after the economic meltdown at Wall Street, and Barney Frank had a lot to do with it, you know, with Fannie Mae. He was in charge of it and didn't do shit.
He loves anything with Fannie in it.
Yes, of course. And he's pointing fingers at everybody else. He wouldn't say, yes, I'm a little culpable, like, you know.
Sure.
Wouldn't do it. Pointing his fingers at everybody else, and O'Reilly was right on the money there.
Yeah. Do we have that?
Like he was the little fruitcake that he is.
It should be easy to find. I know it's on YouTube. It's all over the place, but it is good because O'Reilly's yelling like your dad. Like just yelling like your fucking dad yelled at you.
And
What the fuck? What are you talking about? You don't even know what...
Whoa, shit. I cowered in the corner crying.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was good. Don't make me get the belt.
And his hand was shaking.
Belt and a strap on, whatever else he needs.
They actually got the name of the company from Barney. It was Fanny. May I put my cock in it? And they had to edit it down.
Shorten it, you know.
Of course. Of course.
And they went, Fanny's a girl's name. You like boys. Okay, Freddie Mac.
Yeah, forget me, Freddie Mac.
No, he was listing men he's fucked in the bottom. It was Freddie Mac, Teddy, Steve, and they just said that's too long.
Again, shorten it again.
Of course.
Go for the joke twice.
I'm Jimmy Two Jokes. Shorten the name.
I'm going to go look at the funny papers.
Exactly. I'm going to wreck the bit. We get it, this guy.
Who's the distractingly attractive girl we have to look at?
Patty?
It's very hard to... Yes, Patty.
Oh.
It's very hard to do a show when that's in your line of sight.
That's Betty Longlaces.
Yeah, boy, let's take a while to lace those up.
Almighty.
It takes her to kick her out of the bedroom.
I know.
They're like high-top boot... They're boot sneakers.
She's got Caligula's sneakers on.
Yeah, it's half sneaker, half corset.
We got a mic on her.
She's lovely.
She's wrestling.
Hi, who are you?
Angel.
Hi, Angel.
Is that your real name?
Right?
Yeah, I was born premature and they didn't think I was going to make it, so they named me Angel. So
Angel.
yeah,
Why did they call you
that's
skinny?
the story.
Preemie.
Yeah. How premature were you?
8 months.
Depends.
Well, I mean, was it like a couple days?
There's
Or?
a head and a clit on the
I
blanket.
think it was about 3 weeks, they said.
Wow.
Yeah, I was born with a heart murmur. It took 18 years to...
Oh, damn.
She's a good employee. She's probably always outside waiting for the place to open. Get it? Always early.
Say it twice.
Yes.
Who's the big cop-looking guy with you?
That's her boyfriend.
I'm Colin, her boyfriend.
Okay.
For Christ's
God
sake.
damn it.
Colin, go get us some sandwiches, will you?
We were all hoping for brother.
How long you been going together?
Shit. Maybe it is.
How long you been
Where
going
you from?
together?
Not too, about 6 months now.
Oh, okay.
Good. We can still trash her.
Yeah,
Fuck that up.
We can still get in there.
But the thing is good enough because she's not that attached to him. But the bad part is she's not sick of him either.
Yeah,
Because Colin probably
His
is like
dicky
sixth grade.
qualities haven't come out yet. Like, has
beg to differ.
some of his douchey qualities.
She's like
what
they
an
have.
asshole he is. He's probably inconsiderate.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's been showing a lot more.
I'm cock blocking the
so we're
fuck out
trying
of
to
this.
get over that.
Yeah.
What do you do for work, Angel? Should I ask?
I do
you have
modeling.
a stage name?
Modeling.
Do you have a stage name?
No.
What do you model? You clothes?
Jake,
Or?
don't fucking insult the girl like that, you asshole.
Why is that an insult?
Fuck you. Don't even pay attention
What
to
did
him.
you say, Bob?
You throwing
one
me
down.
on the bus, you fucking cocksucker.
One down.
Bob, what did you say?
Jimmy's the hard one. Jimmy's gonna be the hard one to knock out of this equation. Why? We're battling. He asked her, does she have a stage name? So that gets him out of the fucking picture with his stupid remark.
Yeah, really? Is it
So you
that
model?
stupid? You fucking-
Oh, no, you meant she
model.
does theater, right? You, when you
Yeah,
said
I thought
stage
she was
name,
in Greece.
Of course.
What do you model?
Thank you, Nick.
You could clothing or?
I've actually done a lot of different stuff. I've done stuff with Echo Red, Lake Avenue. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. Sexygirlstore.com. It's like a lingerie.
Oh,
house.
Lingerie. Okay.
Do you ever date a black guy?
Why is that a
All right, well, Anthony's
Right.
in.
Jesus.
It was Anthony's
That
test.
question always gives me butterflies.
I see if she's smoking Newports.
And
I'm staying quiet on this one.
22, Anthony.
Yes,
so,
inconsiderate guy. What?
She's only 22.
Anthony said yes, inconsiderate guy.
Are you
22?
trying to turn me off?
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 24.
That's disgusting.
I know. Date someone your own age,
Yeah.
Colin.
20 fucking 4.
Kids all cocked to
Wow.
I bet.
My shirt
How'd you
is
get
23.
a fucking model?
What was that?
How did he get a model? What did you do? How'd you meet?
I don't know. She doesn't.
You
go
sound
for
real
looks,
intelligent.
obviously.
That's great.
I look like fucking
Smart
I look
guy.
like Jimmy in the mid '90s. You know.
Oh boy, yeah, that bombed.
Yeah.
Jesus. Gee, I know. What are you? You're
I'm
attack
being
mode.
very aggressive. I don't have much time here. We're fucking,
I
you
know.
know, show's gonna be
We
over
only
in an
have
hour and a
another
half, and I
2.5
gotta impress this girl. Yeah, help me out here. What
You want me to help you?
Henry?
I'm
You
trying
might
to
have had a lot of broad.
I'm trying to bang this
It's a big
broad.
fucking score.
Help me out here, Henry.
He's from the 4 towns. The fuck's the matter with you? I'm always doing you favors.
I'm teasing. You're a lovely couple.
All right, let me help you. This is how you do it. All right, this is
Jim.
how you do
Go
it.
ahead.
All right.
Let's
Colin, where you from?
I'm from upstate, Cornwall, New York.
I heard. Sorry about the AIDS. So, Angel, what are you doing later? See, that's all you do. You knock the guy down, and the girl comes to you.
Right. That's something. Where'd you meet? How'd you hook up?
He actually was kind of stalking my MySpace page.
Oh, boy.
We met through one of his exes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, and the
She'll
big
get back
question:
in the picture.
what does he do for a living?
Oh, go on.
I work for Audi. I sell Audis. I'm a car
you go.
salesman.
You're a car salesman.
This is the worst time to be a car salesman.
Just a sleazy fucking car salesman.
Yeah, but it's an
Hey,
Audi.
I'll put that True Coat on there for you. What do you think about the True Coat? That's my deal, Wade.
Will you blow me if I have it Z-barred?
Oh, you work at an Audi dealership. All right.
Not even a Porsche.
Not selling many cars these days, right?
Who's
No.
that?
Oh my God! Not selling many cars these days, and she just went no. Like oh fuck.
Like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the economy's shit. Of course not.
yeah. Well, for some people,
Economy shit, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Am I missing something?
rolling in the dough.
Do you live together?
I've been selling coke to school children.
No.
No, you don't live together.
No.
Nice.
We spent a lot of nights together.
Whose place? His or yours?
His.
Yeah, where are you
my
unsatisfied?
parents would not really.
You live with your parents?
You should go to the Capri Inn by the airport of LaGuardia. It's a beautiful place. Nice.
Yeah, your family likes this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What, do you get him a deal on an Audi?
No.
No.
Who's that creepy tech guy sitting behind you? Is he your chaperone?
No.
Hello.
That guy's by himself.
The guy that keeps smelling the back of your hair. Who is that guy?
Yeah. Hey, Angel, they want your MySpace page. You want to give it out or no?
Yeah.
What, do you have to be like a friend in order
Well,
to post
you know what the
shit?
funny thing is,
look at
what?
something?
No, well, I have to accept you as a friend. But
Yeah. Right. Can we look at pictures though? Any lingerie on there?
Yeah, you're a model.
All right, punch that up, Danny. You're not fast enough.
But it's private. I have to accept you. Well,
Oh shit!
Accept
you.
this.
I will.
My
I'm
left
trying.
nut.
You have to accept.
Joking.
You have to accept before you can even look at it. It's one of those.
And what do you think of that?
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
All right.
Some
That's
pink lingerie.
That's nice little pink lingerie.
Oh, she's quite a looker.
Yeah.
I know, she got a nice
I
belly.
say hubba hubba.
Wait, where the hell did you get that from?
We get everything.
That's definitely, that's Photoshop.
Hey, don't you worry. We know how to get everything.
What's that hanging off your belly button?
We're like the
Piece of cake.
FBI in this fucker. We're amazing. Danny can find anything.
How old is she?
Well, I'd say Danny.
22.
Wow.
Yeah, if you don't have a nice body when
Where
you're
the hell-
22.
That's a nice picture.
how
That's
did
you.
we-
Holy
you're a
shit,
bike.
that's
you standing next to
beautiful
a
bike.
hog.
See that? That's nice.
What side?
Wow.
What side are you guys on?
You got
I don't
good
know.
legs.
You're going to be on a calendar and
I was
Exxon
on a calendar.
station
I was a
bathroom?
2007 Rogo girl.
Really? Mm-hmm. Calendar. What month?
Rogo.
What month?
Oh,
Every month.
yeah, every
Oh,
month.
that's
with
good.
me.
Wow.
I think I saw
You
that
don't
in
have
the
to give
men's room
thumbs
in a
up there, fella. We know you're doing good. Whoa! That's you under some sheets with
Oh, I
your
got
legs
the-
sticking out.
Are those? What's the thread count on those sheets? Are those satines?
Shit. poor audience can't see because I only have one camera. today.
They could
Not
visualize on
ashamed.
their own.
Feel free not to post those.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Pumpkin.
The one where she's...
What?
Hey, just
Which
singing.
nude?
You just
Wait,
singing.
which one? Turn it around. Be nice.
No, not this one.
Oh.
I like that
wow.
one. Why not
All
that
right.
one? That one's fantastic.
Nice ass.
Let me see that thing.
Thank you, nice lady.
Damn. You do any full nudes?
No.
No.
Never?
She's like,
Never?
no, which means no. Damn
Never
it.
did a full nude ever.
I want to have kids one day, and I don't think mommy's vagina out in the open would be.
No.
You'd be surprised.
Just go, that's where you came from.
Yeah, exactly.
You should do a calendar of just taint shots.
They say always remember where you
wow.
came from. So
Wait a minute. The fire one with the suspenders. Wow.
Yeah, that's the best one so far.
Dude.
Miss, how is that going to protect you in a fire? Your bosoms are hanging out. Miss,
What is that?
Literal Jim.
No, that was after I put the fire out.
You're gonna put the
yes, you gotta
fire
cool
out
off a little.
You're gonna put the fire out by lactating.
What was the shield on the helmet for? Jizz?
oh, Bob.
baby.
Come on.
He's gonna take it
A
there,
little
Bob.
fucking respect. The girl's doing nice
Come on.
artistic
Hey,
shots.
Bobby,
You're
It's
fucking
Take It Too Far, Bob. That's my
Bob.
new
Wow.
character.
Bob.
Oh,
nice
Bob.
ribs.
There you go.
I like that one.
Nice ribs.
Yeah.
Like that.
That was
Like a
actually,
greyhound.
I did that for FHM.
Really? Yeah, that's
That
a,
was
I'm gonna put
3 years
that's a good
ago?
picture.
see that.
3 years ago? Let me do a little
19.
math. Wow.
What do you look like now? I mean, you got a lot of stuff on. Well, you got a bunch of... do you still model right now?
Yeah,
What do you
not,
got on?
not as much because of this
Is that
one.
a stripper pole for midgets?
Oh.
What do you look right? Can we look at you right now a little bit?
Oh, Bob, don't be so
no,
fresh.
no,
What'd she
it's such an
say?
after how nasty.
No, I was honey,
See,
I was
Bobby,
talking to, I was
Bobby,
talking to,
you
I was
fucked
talking
it
to the
all
guy,
up.
I was talking to the guy behind you, honey.
She goes, especially because of how nasty you've been.
You have been very nasty,
You were
Bob.
just nasty.
What do you mean?
You're like her boyfriend. You don't treat her nice.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
You're
it.
not appreciating her
Next
enough.
thing you know, you're gonna be selling Audis, Bob.
I know. What do you mean? Next thing. Yes. Selling
Bob's
this.
selling Isuzu pups. He's getting very ugly
Isuzu
chicks in
pup.
the north.
That's going
Is that
back.
new
a little.
artwork on your arm?
Yeah.
There's a fish on your arm.
Can I see it?
It's swimming.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, that is. Coy.
Thank you.
Everyone
Fuck you
gets
on
a
Deadliest
coy.
Catch next week?
You got any tats or you?
Fucking Nix.
Me?
Yeah.
That's a nice
I just
piece
have
of
this
work.
one.
Nice.
Just one on your wrist. What is it of?
It's a kanji symbol for music.
Oh, you
A what
musical, I
symbol?
guess.
No, I love music.
Oh, really?
What kind of music do you like?
Primarily what I listen
Big
to
band? Do you like big band?
is screamo, metal.
Oh, okay. That's hot.
Oh, like emo screaming. Screamo.
That's not going to sound good coming out of an Audi.
What's a screamo metal? What is an example of that?
It's like when...
Have you heard of like Bullet for My Valentine, Trio?
oh, I love those fuckers.
No. I don't think so. How about Ted Danson behind you? Has he heard of it?
Ted Danson.
Who does that guy look like?
Yeah, he
looks
does look like
famous.
somebody. I can't figure it out. But who have you been told you look like, sir?
Well, one time told me I look like Captain Kangaroo 4 years ago, but that's a long time ago.
That was why you must have lost some weight.
He sounds dumber than he
200
looks.
pounds.
You
Hey,
lost.
Ron,
You lost a lot of weight.
about 200 pounds.
Oh shit!
Good for
Okay.
you. Come on in here. Show
God
us your
bless.
stretch marks.
God
Oh,
bless.
thank you.
No, huh?
No.
I'll stay out here this time.
Can you like fly like a bat?
Almost. Very close.
That skin is a bitch.
That's old Charlie Cheswick's scar.
Yeah.
He lives in movie world. I love Jimmy.
Yeah. All right. Well,
right.
very nice to meet you, Angel and inconsiderate guy.
Well, ask her if you got
Did
a
he
shot,
get you an
man.
Audi?
What was that?
Did he get you an Audi?
No.
Does he drive an Audi?
If let's
No,
say,
he
Does
let's,
he have an Audi?
Hold on.
hypothetical,
It's still working though.
hypothetical situation. If he was out of the picture and you were completely single, would you at least like go out to dinner or something with me?
With you?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
All right. I'll take a perhaps.
Do you like Arby's?
Oh, I love Arby's.
There you go.
No, it would be a nice
Am I
place.
right?
It's where apparently where Jill thought I took all my whores, as she put it, when she circled my American Express bill and every restaurant and said, "Is this where you took your whore?"
It was Chuck E. Cheese.
Was here? They love the ball pit.
I don't even know. Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
This
The
Nick was
Paul
a cute
pit.
kid.
Angel, I got something for Angel. Angel, this is how it works, by the way. Make an excuse within the next hour and a half to go to the bathroom by yourself and leave your number in one of the stalls if you're serious about Anthony's offer. That's how it works.
But I never check the stalls.
You do? Steve does.
Yeah. Steve, I check them all.
I found another number.
Oh, don't worry, Audi guy. Look, he's getting all bummed. He's getting all
what the
bummed.
fuck, dude?
It's not like I have a few thousand in my pocket. I do, but
Audi dealer versus radio show host.
That's okay. Mm-hmm. You want me to buy an Audi right now just to make him feel better?
Make it even.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
So she made another tattoo.
You'd be helping the economy, Mr.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. It's got a big trunk and some duct tape and a hammer.
Yeah, I want to buy a brown Volkswagen with the passenger seat removed that comes with handcuffs and a fake cast. Florida plates.
Yeah. You're a serial killer hack.
That's right.
Come up with your own gimmick.
I know. I'm fucking...
Gotta use the van.
Yeah, it's a very Ted Bundy-ish up there.
Yes, just a bit.
Oh,
here you go. Yeah, she's just driving down the road. She's just going home, feed the cat, take home some groceries. She don't know fucking Buffalo Bill's waiting with a fake cast. A couch.
Anthony, I got a question. I'm wondering if Ted the serial killer's here today. I don't know. He might be. I'm looking around to see if Ted the serial killer.
Ted Bundy or Ted...
No, Ted the serial killer.
Ted Bundy stole my thunder.
Oh, Ted, hey.
Yes.
Ted the serial killer, everyone.
I was a serial killer. I would blow smoke in people's faces and then kill them slowly with my secondhand smoke. I'm responsible for many deaths.
What the fuck?
Yes.
That's the best.
I would kill them and they would turn into ghosts.
Your mom. Ghost. It's very hard to say.
It certainly is.
It's like breasts.
Yes, breasts.
Plural. She had lovely breasts.
Hey, Ted, do you have any trophies? You have any
Unless
trophies?
you're watching Xanadu.
Wow. You have any trophies from your killings at home there, Ted the serial killer?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
I would always save the right sock.
Why the right
I don't
sock?
know. I couldn't improv anything better than that, Gregory. I had a little collection. I would save everything but the feet. I would put it in my closet and it would start to smell. I told Mother I would duty in the rug again.
Still live with Mother?
I certainly do. Mother's infirm. She's an invalid. Yes, I put fish food in her mouth and then I rape her.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Why wouldn't I? That's the question.
Is she alive, Ted?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
She always goes, "Get off me, Ted."
Oh, that's horrible with the fish food breath.
Yes, it's really a turn-off, Anthony.
You just sprinkle a pinch. You don't want to overfeed Mother.
Yes, she sticks her tongue out stupidly.
Fucking real.
All right.
Goddamn.
You lost a lot of weight, Robert.
Thanks, Ted.
You're welcome.
I didn't know you.
Shut up.
Why does he have to look all the way up? Just the way he does Ted.
He almost has that look. Okay, he's almost got the look of the major from Platoon. A little bit that has to, drop ball ordnance on my paws.
Lovely fucking war.
Yeah, lovely fucking more.
Hey,
you got that look going a little bit now that you lost the weight.
I'm sorry we went down this road, but now we got questions for Ted the serial killer. We got Alan in Arkansas. Alan.
Yeah, Ted, where might I find somewhere to buy ether rags and rope, handcuffs, maybe a shovel?
You can go to TedSerialKillingParaphernalia.com. The Emporium was shut down by the federal authorities. But I sell all sorts of things. I sell medieval maces. I sell anvils.
Wait, what's the place called? I mean, the website?
He's not going to remember. It's off the top of his head.
TedSerialKillingParaphernalia.com. Oh, no, it's .org.
Paraphernalia.
Just to throw everybody off,
yes,
right?
the Chinese people are cybersquatting.com. There's an ad for tiny genital improvement.
Ted, people want to know how many kills do you have?
1,475.
Wow.
But only one is confirmed. I'm making the assumption because I one time blew smoke into a crowd.
And you hoped that would kill them all?
Yes, very slowly.
Yeah. Let's go to Mongo the Trucker. A question for Ted the serial killer.
He's a secondhand smoke serial killer.
Yes, I'm a secondhand smoke serial killer.
So he blows smoke and hopes years from now they die.
I keep trophies. I keep the butts that I've killed my victims with, and I masturbate over them. I run the cigarette butt over my nipples and genitals, and I masturbate angrily.
That is the worst serial killer idea ever.
No, it's not. It's very good.
Secondhand smoke?
I've killed many.
Does Mother watch you masturbate?
She has no choice. It's a studio apartment.
Let's go to
She doesn't like to look when I have mirrors around her head. She can't avoid it.
Wait, I think you said mirrors properly.
Yes, I did mirrors.
Isn't it mirrors?
No, it's mirrors. There's 3 R's. All good words have 3 R's.
Let's go to Mongo the Trucker. Mongo.
Oh, better than Mongo the Lloyd.
Ted, I had a date last night and I have a great big fat chick in my sleeper. What's the best way to dispose of her?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I wish I had something planned for this. You have a big fat girl where?
She's tied up in my sleeper.
Well, then why don't you just open up the back and push her out, sir? What kind of comedic gold do you expect from that shitty setup? You got a fat girl tied up. That's kind of the punchline, isn't it?
Jimmy the Trucker. For Ted the serial killer, yes.
Hey, guys, I want to know if Ted rents out vans and couches.
Yes, one time I rented a van, but there was a little boy's shoe in it, and a judge sent a bunch of killers after me, so I had to return it. Too obscure. Sorry, I just called the Star Chamber. It was a bloody baby shoe.
Dude, I just had to read somebody printing Mongo the Lloyd. I wasn't sure of it until I read it, and then I got it. Holy shit.
Oh, you didn't get that?
No.
That's highbrow humor.
Hey, this is a very good question. Ted, we got a very good question coming in. Someone wants to know what you did to Frank the Frowner.
Yes, people compare us, but Frank's a cunt. He's always complaining about how it takes more muscles to Frowner to swallow. Who gives a shit? That trite asshole.
Did you kill Frank the Frowner?
No, I don't like Frank the Frowner. He made a couple of appearances, and then somebody forgot to keep the same name, so they became someone else.
Taking us inside.
Yes.
What's on our little plate?
Nothing.
No, I know there is.
We can do what's the Haps.
Ooh. I know. See, I want to know what's the Haps.
Yeah.
I know our pal Sam gathered some audio from the new Google phone. Also, he's done that. I mean, there are quite a few things.
The news were caught with their pants down today.
Oh.
They had it all planned to be where? In Times Square?
Times Square at the T-Mobile store, I think, right?
That was selling the Google phone for the first time today?
The new Google phone, which is supposed to be the iPhone killer, just like many other phones that have come by in the past.
Yeah.
And something tells me... Well, Apple is celebrating the sale of their 10 millionth iPhone 3 months early. There was lines.
Seriously?
Yeah. There were lines.
Holy shit.
Down the block at the Apple store, down to about 2 blocks, for people to get in and buy the iPhones. There's lines everywhere to get an upgrade. It's insane. So I guess they figured now with this Google phone just sweeping the nation, that there would be a line out in front of the T-Mobile store. And there was. There was a line out there, right?
There sure was.
Yeah.
Sam went down there to do some what's the Haps.
The press was down there. Just getting interviews with people on the line.
How many?
The whole thing was very exciting in Times Square.
I guess.
Normally at 5 or 6 in the morning, Times Square is very quiet. You know, people are just sort of trying to get to work and start their big day. But
you just hear the hookers sucking.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the 70s.
Just dripping out their ass.
But today, I mean, with all the excitement, everybody was lined up out in front of the T-Mobile store, and Tamsin Fadal herself.
No.
Yeah.
Hampson Fidel?
Yeah, she was
in
outside.
person?
Yeah.
We got a great bit going with her, but I think it's way too inside. But whatever.
Who is it?
She beat up her man once live during one of her reports. And now every time we see her on TV, we kind of reference that.
They were doing a little report on the news about Sex and the City, the movie, and she got on and said, "Yeah, I'm going to see it."
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
but the
I'm
angle.
bringing my boyfriend with me.
And she goes, yeah. And she goes, he's going, believe me, like this castrating fucking, shit. And so now every time she does a story, Opie goes, "Oh, but my husband's not going to be down here at the T-Mobile store." I said no. And it's just us laughing in the office at her being emasculating.
Yeah, to her man.
Yeah.
Because the story was about how just mostly women are going to the movie.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah. All right. So, Sam.
Yeah.
Let's just open our food and annoy the listeners. I love it.
Then what happened? I haven't been doing radio for a long time. Welcome to Ted's radio show. How come nobody's listening? WTED, New York, Light FM.
I say we continue What's the Haps after the break. The listeners hate this. To be fair, they hate this more than anything.
They can't even hear it. What the fuck?
They hate this more than anything.
Yeah. I have a very soft sandwich. It doesn't crunch or anything.
I know. Look at this.
These chips feel great. These pretzels feel wonderful in my hand, though.
Yeah.
I'm eating a premature baby on potatoes.
Oh, God damn.
Wow.
No bones in it. Nice and quiet.
How the fuck did you get a fluffy, big egg white omelet? Mine looks like it has AIDS.
Well,
she just has AIDS.
Maybe they sell your act. I don't know.
Oh, easy there, fucking genius.
Yours, Bobby, yours cost $2.69. His cost about $20. That's the
Does
difference.
it really?
Oh yeah.
Well,
and trust me, Kenny will be
this
giving
is
you the
my
bill.
welcome back to the show meal.
Yeah.
Nothing? All right. Bring up that subject.
Why did Bobby, I want to know why Bobby got a cheaper omelet. Bob, go.
All right.
I just spit
And he spit food back into his food.
That's fucking gross.
Look, by the time the top of your head. Fucking all red.
Do you know what I do with my tuna sometimes?
God, Jimmy.
I chew up tuna and then I put it on my tuna, so I have a lot of tuna.
Jimmy chewed up his tuna sandwich, spit it on top of his sandwich, and then it just ate it.
I'm chewing my
That
cud.
explains his fucking insect's body.
It was almost acceptable, but there was chunks of pretzel in it.
Yeah, well,
Chunks
to make it plural would have been funny.
Yeah.
Insects.
Insects by like I'm possessing the body of an insect and I have it at home.
We're going to take a short break. When we get back, the food will be done, and we're going to do What's the Haps
What's the Haps?
with Sam and the Google phone.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
I like that.
Oh, Google bomb. I hate your guts, Jim Norton. Keep doing that for Jimmy today.
Bartlett got there was some kind of an I mismentioned too. I'm hoping we can get a hold of it.
Another one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, good. I hate your
Bartlett's
guts,
still
Jim
with him?
Norton. Keep Googling that today. Opie and Anthony. Moving right along. We were in the middle of What's the Haps. We got more Foundry songs today. Maybe we'll rest that. Maybe do some more tomorrow. We got some big hitters in here today. Nick DiPaolo and Robert Kelly. NickDip.com, RobertKellyLive.com. Yes. All right, Sam, what's the Haps? So where were we? The Google phone? You went to Times Square?
Yeah, because the Google phone came out today, and the big celebration, I guess, was at the T-Mobile store in Times Square. They were
Much
open.
like the Apple Store was the location of the big celebration for the introduction of the iPhone. Lines two blocks long, city blocks.
And you said something a couple days ago about the economy, and I went to the Apple Store just like you did. And you go in there and you realize, the economy's just fine.
You
People
think
are
there's
buying,
no
buying,
problem.
buying.
Yeah, that store is constantly full. And
why is that? My iPod doesn't hold a fucking charge. That was 3 fucking years ago. Cocksuckers.
They should just get into other businesses to save the economy because they know how to sell the tech stuff.
You go down there and they just got that, the cattle line of people. Waiting to ring out.
Yeah.
And then other people just like Japanese tourists seem to want to go down there just to take pictures.
Yeah, but they have a great thing. They scan you. They have computers, handhelds.
Yeah, they take you right off the line.
It's like a
tricorder. Yeah.
Can't get the money fast enough.
Well, why wasn't I chosen to be taken off the line?
Because you're buying a computer?
No, they look at you and then decide if they should take you off the line or not.
What, am I trying to get into a nightclub in L.A.?
Yeah.
No, they ask you what you get.
They didn't ask me. That's what I'm getting at. They asked like every other
Did you
person
have
or
anything
something.
in your hands?
I had a few things, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe I wasn't
good
buying enough or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right, so the Google phone. Well, Sam, what can you tell us?
Because I'm a reporter with something called journalistic integrity.
Did you say you're a reporter?
Yeah, reporter.
A reporter.
Yeah.
So I thought you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
is.
so
Nick, he is.
I covered the iPhone release, went down and talked to some of the people online.
I recall
and
that.
It would not have been fair.
You won the Pulitzer Prize for that, didn't you?
No, but I was nominated.
A Clio.
Cleo.
Do you know Uma Pujaraggio?
Wow, you know all their names.
Yeah.
Very good. That's a tough one to pronounce. I can't pronounce that one yet.
She's a nice lady.
Okay, Sam.
But yeah, but
Back to Brian Williams. Go ahead.
it would not have been fair to not also cover the release and the, celebration of
Yes.
the Google phone.
No, the iPhone killer, my
We're
friend.
celebrating phones. What the
iPhone
fuck?
killer.
Yeah.
What kind of phone you got, Nick?
I got a nice black rotary phone. Works terrific. 12-foot extension cord. My career's hopping. This is me calling my agent.
What's that sound effect?
That's like,
I just did.
damn, that's
I'm multi-talented.
That brought me right back.
Sure did.
To Dad ripping it off the wall and throwing it.
Have you get hit with one of those?
Oh, Christ. Dad loved throwing things. Holy shit. The phone, the spaghetti.
Ixnay on throwing stuff.
He like put he put the spaghetti on the wall and then took the phone off the wall. What? He just didn't know what he was doing. Oh, the spaghetti
Wait, your dad
was
used to yank phones
constantly-
out of the wall?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow, nice.
Go fuck, is there anything that
I
was
can respect
sticking
that.
out or something would be punched or thrown on the floor or broken?
Yeah.
Like waking up and just going, okay, let's survey the damage today from the last night's argument that I sat there in bed crying over and didn't get to sleep. I woke up for school like I wake up for this show. I felt like I was like 8 years old, but I felt hungover and tired, just like I do when I come here.
I got a good joke. Well, your dad sounds like a real bull in a china shop.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh. It's not funny, Jim. New character. Yeah, so it was always just some kind of, you wake up and go, okay, there's some broken glass. Watch out for that. Here's this. Is Smokey still alive? Or did Dad, kick the cat? Was that
There's
worried?
a handful of mummy's hair on the kitchen floor.
Yeah, Mummy's hair is on the floor. One day, I just remember her, in the walk-in closet. She was because she used the tactics of the 300. She was thinking, if I go in a place that's a narrow pass, I can defend myself no matter what he lobs at me. So she's in there, and I just remember hearing, "Get out of here, fuckface! Get out of here, you fuckface!" And she called him fuckface so many times that it was just as a kid, I'm just going, she's using that way too much. She's a cursing hack. Fuckface. And then fuckface left.
God forbid, she doesn't have improv skills as things are being whipped at her head.
Yeah. You can bob and weave, I'll tell you that.
Get her into Second City, will you?
Oh, it's just always some blah, 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 blah. And it would start out we'd get sent to bed. It was in some shithole apartment in Central Islip. And we'd get sent to bed, so I'd be laying in bed, and you'd hear outside just kind of this low.
But that's no, that's right.
And it's through the walls, and then I'm and then I try. I got a stomach ache to try to make him stop.
Oh my God, this is breaking my heart.
Oh, dude, I was the biggest little pussy, fucking just crybaby. Oh,
what was the initial...
My brother would take it differently. He'd wait until they were in another room fighting, open up the liquor cabinet, and take a swig of Jack at 9.
Nice. Nice.
It's a good opportunity to get a buzz on.
Now, there was a time they were in love, so where did this all begin?
I wouldn't remember it.
You don't remember them ever being nice to each other and in love?
Nope, not a second do I remember.
They're still together, right?
Oh yeah, the marriage that lasted 50 years. Sure. No, God, so fun. First of all, the second my father did leave,
yes,
he went to the furthest point without falling into the opposite ocean. He went all the way to Dana Point, California.
California, yeah.
It was like as far as you can go and stay dry and not have to like take a ship.
They're both living in lighthouses on different coasts.
Yeah, Mom moved into the Montauk Lighthouse. It was there was just you can't even say a dislike, a this or that. It was a hatred.
Did he ever hit you?
Isn't it funny?
No,
they liked each other.
My dad smacked me once, but that was when I was in California. I was like 14 or so, 13, and I had taken a bunch of quarters. And I think they were silver quarters, like these old time quarters that who knows now they'd be worth like fucking 28 cents. Who cares? But I was fucking starving constantly. Dad wasn't too responsible with feeding the kids. So I was just starving constantly.
Jesus Christ, who's your old man, Tyson?
Oh, he was just like, he just wanted to go out to California and be a cowboy. So he went out, he bought horses, figured out ways to board them for free from talking to people. He was my father could fucking swindle people. Really good at it. So, he bought a horse, got him, people to board it for nothing. He was like the caretaker of this property. He never took care of. He just put free shit on there. All the time, horses, they were grazing on other people's fucking grass and shit. He didn't care. So, as far as jobs went, he was constantly unemployed and bitching about the economy, but everyone else was working. And him and his buddy Chato would sit there drinking tall boys when I came home from school. I'd walk to the stables, and there he is drinking a tall boy, and it's like, oh, no job hunting today, I guess.
Well, right.
So I'm like fucking starving. His wife, it wasn't his wife at the time, it was his girlfriend, Corey. She was, just the same, but she's working at some five and dime, barely making any money.
I lost you though. But you guys lived on a ranch? Or?
It was like, it was.
But you had no money.
No, we lived in a condo complex that was close to the ranch. The ranch wasn't like a ranch like the fucking Ponderosa. It was, it was a hillside with some horses and a trailer on it.
But who owned that?
Will Rogers.
Because you guys were there all the time.
Who owned the property?
Yeah.
San Juan Capistrano.
Also, anyone could go
town.
there.
And my father talked to the town and said, you need a caretaker here because motorcyclists are coming and cutting fences and stuff. And they said, all right, you want to do it? He's like, yeah, I'll do it for free if you let me board my horses.
Oh, so he was a Oh, wow, okay.
But he didn't take care of anything.
Right.
He just, kind of hung out. So, I stole these quarters because I was starving and I remember I went to Thrifty Drug and Discount Store, which they have out there, and bought a nutritious box of ice cream sandwiches. and I ate every single one of them. And I did have a job earlier, and that's the money I used to buy like my model rockets and things like that. But my father was like, you took the quarters, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, why? And I told him, I said, I was starving. I bought something to eat, and he smacks me in the face and goes, no, you bought your goddamn fucking rockets with it, didn't you? And I'm like, I'm sitting there going, I'm being smacked because I was starving because you're drinking a tall boy instead of fucking buying some food.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was horrid.
You gotta make a movie.
And then I would take the bottles at the Vons that was there. They had a big cage, a chain link fence cage, where they would take the depositable bottles back, and then they'd put them in this big chain link cage behind the store until whoever came to take them away took them away. I would climb the fence, grab the bottles, bring them right back around front, and give them the depositable bottles that were in the cage, so I could then, buy more ice cream sandwiches.
The one thing
and a triple scoop ice cream from Thrifty Drug and Discount Store.
By the way, people say
5 cents a scoop.
It's like the modern day Oliver.
Oh, it was horrid.
People are saying this isn't a bit anymore. It's a nightmare because we've heard the spaghetti hitting the wall too many times at this point. But you always give more info.
Oh, there's a little more info every time when I remember fucking synapse connects in my head, and I go, oh, I remember that fucking piece of shit from my youth.
Now your dad was scared shitless that you were going to turn out gay. But how did he?
Because I was always a crybaby.
But how did he associate some of these things you were doing as maybe becoming gay?
Because I would cry at everything. I was like,
but like building like little model rockets and stuff, and
because I wasn't fucking girls.
No, but then
I was building rockets.
the model. He was
but
building
you were
the model.
11 or 12.
Opie, he's building the model rockets, and he was sitting on them.
I would shoot him up with my ass. I'd set it up horizontally and get on all fours.
Yeah, he left that part out of the story.
And he put 2 eggs on each side and then shoot it into his own face. And go, look, Daddy, yolk come.
He used to say I was in man training, he called it. He goes, that's part of man training. All right, here's a rifle and 1 bullet, go out and hunt. And if you don't get something, you just don't eat for the night.
Fuck Jesus Christ.
But it's a shame.
Like fucking Paw Ingalls.
But Ann, it's a shame because you could have been like a rocket scientist or something. You had major skills as a little kid, and he didn't see it that way. He saw like, fuck that. I need my son fucking and drinking and.
What was the skills? He was just putting rockets together. You weren't fucking building real rockets.
He was
real rockets.
Retards do that.
Dude.
Glue. And
right, thank you, Bobby.
Estes rockets?
You got Bobby, you got to know the whole catalog of stories he's told over the years. Like, the kid was ahead of everybody else in his age group. He was a very smart kid. But the dad didn't want anything to do with that crap.
He didn't like faggy stuff. Like guys crying. For me to cry was like ridiculous, and I was a big crybaby. I went into a horse show once. Took my horse, Nightmare, and the horse's name was called Nightmare.
Fucking big arch in its back.
And I was doing a cloverleaf barrel racing thing at a horse show.
Is that kind of faggy?
No, that's like,
I don't know.
It's Gymkhana. It's like fucking, it's pretty good shit.
Were you riding side saddle?
Side saddle with a dress.
Did you have a cape?
Sequin sports coat?
You have to, really tightly go around the barrels, these 3 barrels in a cloverleaf pattern, and then shoot through the timing poles.
You could do that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Right now, you think you could?
Fuck yeah.
Holy
That's like riding a bike.
The fuck, dude?
Guys get a house full of guns. He used to ride horses. What the fuck's going
on? And when I lost by like a couple of tenths of a second, and what did I do?
It's gonna take a while.
You cried. You cried.
Knock it off. And then I got a cramp in my leg once, and started like, I grabbed my leg and just screamed bloody murder. And my father's like, he goes, next time you scream like that, you better have a fucking arrow in your chest.
Oh, God.
And by the way,
what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
What's your mother's name, Livia?
It's not like riding a bike, by the way.
No?
No, because when the bike comes in first, you don't suck the kickstand.
Yes. Of course I do.
Or stick.
What the fuck, man?
It's just one of those things. I don't.
It explains a lot.
And then driving with him, I've told that story where it was like there's a thing called the Ortega Highway. This should be in any fucking movie where something plunges off a cliff and explodes after falling thousands of feet.
Oh, Jesus.
It was the road from Capistrano to Lake Elsinore, and he used to drive it every so often. And when I drove with him, I was the most nervous wreck. He'd drive with Coors, just a can of Coors between his legs, and a 6-pack or 2 6-packs in a bag on the seat, and just constantly be drinking. When we got to Lake Elsinore, he's drinking, and then the ride back, all I'd remember is
on a curvy road,
a curvy cliff road that you'd always hear about people dying on. And we'd be there just like nailing the edge as these giant Conrock cement trucks are coming down the other way, and I was scared shitless that every time we hit a light and had to stop, it was one moment where I could go and just breathe. And then the second the light turned green, I was like all tense again and nervous for 2 hours straight of just nerves like a chihuahua.
You were like Woody Allen and Annie Hall with Christopher Walken driving the car. You gotta know the movie.
It was horrific, that drive. In an old Ford pickup truck. Like everyone else had like a pickup that was at least like 1970, something like that.
Power steering.
And he had like a 66 Ford pickup truck where like it had the fender wells on the outside of the bed, and it was all rounded and curved, and he was constantly drilling holes in the engines and running tubes because the oil wasn't getting to a cylinder or something. And one time they shut the electricity off. Of course, he didn't pay the bill. He pulled the meter off and jumped the insulators that the electric company put on to cut your electricity off, and just stuck 2 wires in there, jumped the meter, put the meter back on, and we were getting power without the meter spinning.
So he had some positives.
He had some skills as far as getting shit paid, like not paying for shit.
Pat from Menaki writes, too bad good old dad didn't live long enough to see Aunt become a LARPer.
Yes.
Wow.
If he knew I was playing EverQuest. What are you doing that? Fuck men computer people things? Yes, Dad, that's
exactly
what I'm doing. If he was alive, I might have just gone gay to fucking, like, give him a little twist, a little screw. I might have had to get my dick sucked by that Richard kid in the tree fort.
How did you not kiss that fucking kid? He was gorgeous.
Gorgeous? Oh, beautiful boy.
Do we have a picture, Richard, to show Bobby?
You have a picture of a kid that you could have blown?
My sister said, no, I wasn't going to blow him. He wanted to blow me in the tree fort. We were sleeping out at the ranch one night. And me and my brother and stuff had built this tree fort. Yeah. So we were sleeping out, me and Richard. I had known Richard for years. We'd go fishing together and riding horses and shit. He was my best friend.
Right.
He wanted to catch a mouthful of tadpoles.
Tommy Gills. Yeah. Tommy Gills. Not talking about hooking any Tommy Gills. Talking about sharking. I'm talking about working for a living.
Talking about felching for a living.
Felching. Squeeze my balls. Tie my dick into a sheep shank.
Chief, man, ladies
tell
and
me how
gentlemen.
short you wanted it.
So you were in a tree fort with him?
A shot glass full of cum. Don't drink that. Here's the swimming with bow-legged men.
Yeah. Show me the way to go, homo. I'm tired and I want to give a guy head.
I think
I'll drink to your penis, you drink to mine.
Gonna need a bigger cock.
That
was that tattoo?
That was the USSS Google. 12 fags in the water.
Yeah.
12 fags.
This Mr. Hooper was one of Rosie O'Donnell's fag cruises. Hear that terrible high-pitched screaming and hollering. Someone's getting fucked in the ass.
Sheets filled with blood.
You go in the water. Dick's in the water. Our dick.
Well, 3 days in,
I don't want to open that
body
shark.
pops up. A friend of mine from a gay bar.
Popped up ass first.
Herbie Hand likes to suck off.
Yeah. He'd been fucked in the mouth and the ass.
I don't want to open up that shark and have a whole bunch of semen spill out all over the neck.
Hey, we took that one and ran it.
Yeah, we certainly did.
Ice.
Look, fellas, let's be reasonable. Let's not suck each other's dicks right here on the dock.
That was great, wasn't it?
Those bathhouses will stay open for the 4th of July.
Martin, my boyfriend was on that beach too.
Sign the marriage certificate. Sign it, Mayor. You know it's the thing to do.
Uh-oh, we're losing Angel. She doesn't know Jaws.
Oh, Angel.
She's putting on a little lip stuff.
You look like Chrissy that gets eaten at the beginning. Lucky Shark.
Yeah, really.
Hairy Chrissy Bush.
Yeah.
Shark was picking hairs out of his teeth.
I know.
He was just coughing.
That's what fucking Quint was holding on to try not to get into the mouth. Chrissy's pubic hairs.
Fisher's like, this tastes like myself.
I'm never going to get the smell out of me. That old gag.
Yeah.
So no, Richard was,
Hot.
Wow.
Yeah,
right back
well,
to Richard.
we had the, that's how it started, the tree fort thing, and the thing he wanted to, we were friends, we used to do a lot, hang out, and then, we decide, let's just hang out, we'll spend the night, we'll have a sleep out at the tree fort at the ranch, and I was sleeping there, we're hanging out, drinking a few beers and stuff, which I guess loosened him up.
31.
14.
14.
Maybe bordering on 15. Very close to 15.
I think you were a little younger.
Yeah, maybe 8. And so we're hanging out, and I'm kind of just sleeping at this point, or trying to go to sleep, and Richard leans over
What'd
at this
you have
point.
on?
I had everything on, my jeans, my everything.
All right.
I'm sleeping in my clothes.
Okay.
So Richard leans over to my ear and goes, "Can I suck your cock?"
Nice.
Out of nowhere.
Wait, how close to your ear was he?
Enough where I felt his warm, could have had chlorine breath.
Nice.
Yeah, and he asked me that. So I was turned around.
10 minutes.
I had jeans on, thank God, because I was turned around with my ass facing him.
Then
my face was facing, yeah, like fucking Brokeback Mountain, Brokeback Tree Fort.
I've been waiting for years. Fuck that ass.
So I'm looking at the wall of the tree fort.
Yeah.
And my eyes are like fucking open. I'm like, did I just fucking hear that? And just in case I didn't, he repeated it. He goes, I want to suck your cock.
Oh, he didn't ask. He said he wants to.
No, he said he wants to.
Right.
So I then
sucked his cock.
Yeah, I let him suck my dick.
Fat, huge snake, and
I lay there and just kind of went like,
your dick got hard. You pretended you were asleep?
I made make believe sleepy snort.
He's not a bear.
Shemp.
He's not a bear.
You pulled the Shemp.
Oh yeah. I figured that was my only defense against the male homo against the play possum. Yeah. Play dead and he won't blow you. That's pretty much what it was. And the next morning was a little awkward.
I would say
it's
so.
like, oh, rise and shine. It's 4:30 in the morning. I think I gotta go home. Yeah. I made believe I was asleep the whole time.
So, did he know you heard him? How was he the next morning?
I think he was a little awkward about the whole thing, but I think he turned over, and I think he jerked off out the fucking door of the tree fort.
Wait, would he do it in your name?
Yeah.
Why do you see his?
He wrote Anthony's name in his cum.
That's what I just said.
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because I could
see a squirrel with cum all over.
I could hear it, and kind of the tree was swaying a little bit.
Was your underwear sticking to your ass?
I was wearing clothing, Bobby Kelly.
Wildlife was losing weight rapidly. Fucking.
And it was one of those situations where the next morning was a little awkward.
Why didn't you cry? You cried at everything else. That's where you should have been crying.
At that point, I had gotten over my crying
He needed
phase.
the love.
I had manned
Somebody
up.
loved him.
So you didn't even
up.
think about it.
No, I was already getting laid from the time I was like 13. Yes, by this other gentleman.
What was
by Buzz?
You don't want to cheat on
by Buzz. Christine, her name was Chris.
What was your relationship with your dad at the end of his life? We've heard
good.
all these stories, but
no, pretty good. He totally mellowed with age. He wound up getting a pretty successful welding business that he had, so he was able to take trips, went to Hawaii and stuff like that, and buy new trucks, welding rigs. He got a lot of contracts in Capistrano.
He's a survivor. The guy's a survivor.
And stuff. So he was until his ticker stopped.
Oh, when was that?
Survived that one back in like 94 or something like that.
So he was a quitter.
He gave up. He finally just gave up. But it was just one of those situations where it was just always this turmoil going on.
I want to see this kid that wanted to suck
Richard?
your cock.
Where's Richard?
Why do you want to see this kid so bad, Bobby?
You can't not want your cock sucked
Where's
by
the
him.
gorgeous
It's impossible.
Richard?
You pull your dick out, look at the
Jesus.
picture.
Is he as cute as Sam?
He makes Sam look like a fat chick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was awful going out, like hanging out with him, going out to the mall or something, because every girl was all over this fucking kid. And I was sitting there with like fucking cystic acne all over my face and fucking, just smelling like horse shit because I had just cleaned the stables and like I was just a wreck.
Write a book, will you?
I had to get a sense of humor. I had to, or my dick would fucking never have gone into a girl ever.
Oh my God.
I would have fucking, if I had no sense of humor, I'd have taken that blowjob in a second. Would you suck? Yes, suck my cock, please. I didn't know what he was going to say. He was going to say, could I suck on a fucking Jolly Rancher you have? And I'm going to be like, what about my cock?
That's fucking fun.
A cock. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I have a fucking 10 books.
What is this
in
guy?
just my childhood?
Funny shit.
It's insanity.
It's
what
time
went
to start
on.
writing.
My mother finally, when I decided to come back out to New York, my mother sent my father money for plane fare. My father cashed in the tickets and puts his kid, who is fucking like 14 years old, and his other kid 15 on a Greyhound fucking bus. We spent 2 weeks going cross country with male hookers, fucking degenerates, all kinds of shit, and gave us $100 for a 2-week trip to go cross country, which we promptly tried to double in Vegas.
Which you wasted on the male hookers an hour into the...
Well, the male hooker, because then I was thinking, the blowjob sounds pretty good about now.
Keep him in a treehouse.
And then Joe had Thai stick that he was bringing back, and then when we stopped at the Port Authority, a cop instantly took us thinking we were runaways. So we had some chick from... where the hell was she from? I don't even remember, but she went and took the bag. There he is.
No way.
That's young Richard. That's
What?
when he was older. That's after I left. He was like, I think,
Tom Cruise.
18 there. He was a model. And, and a beard for Christy McNichol,
Dude,
by the
you
way.
could have had a blowjob
that
from
right?
a
Yeah, they
model.
used to go
Why
out
wouldn't you
like
take
that.
head from him? He probably gives great head.
You probably would.
Why would
Jesus
you?
Christ, what kind of show am I on here?
He went, and then he went completely gay.
We're talking about...
And he's dead now from AIDS.
Well, you can tell just by his hair.
He's dead?
He's dead, yeah.
You got no shot.
Yeah, but you had him before he had AIDS.
Yeah, I know, right?
You had a nice fresh
I know,
Richard.
right? Fresh meat.
Yeah,
before.
wow.
He probably got it he was probably the first one. Like someone fucked a monkey and then he fucked him.
Yeah.
Paul Lynn.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
When they thought it was cancer.
When did he die? How long ago did he die?
Died in like 2000. I didn't even know until like fucking 2 years ago.
died.
I said, so how's Richard? And, let me tell you about that. If you want a blowjob now, it's going to be a little bony. It's going to be a toothy one.
It's not even gay.
Oh, my God.
Fucking the shit that falls on you out of caves in every Spielberg movie.
I hope his parents aren't listening.
No. I think they're probably not too proud
They're
anyway.
walking around with the same glasses Woody Allen's parents wore and take the money and run the fake nose.
Quite an adventure.
So with that set up, what's the haps with Sam?
Yes. I don't even know how we got there again. Sam always goes to my almost blowjob in a fucking tree fort.
I know, the regret.
Sam, you go to the tree fort?
But every time Anthony tells a story, he gets closer to telling the real truth. And that's what I like about the retelling of the story.
Yeah, believe me.
It's just going to be like, all right, so
Perhaps we learned today that he did
Perhaps if he wasn't such a good friend at the time, if it was just some anonymous cute
He was a good friend.
I have a similar story from college.
You just
believe it or
didn't
not.
college.
The guy pretended he was sleeping.
God damn, Norton.
I'm too tired.
You can't even defend yourself.
He just didn't want to take head off him because
No,
he didn't want to fall in love with the
roommate
guy.
used to do acid, and he climbed in my bed one night and was kissing my back.
Oh.
Yeah, and I pushed him on the floor. Almost got in a fist fight with him, and we were like great friends and stuff. And he wasn't. This guy banged every broad on the campus.
Wow.
He's like real good looking.
He must have been hallucinating.
No, he
Like
loved his
crazy.
acid and shit, but I didn't talk to him for a couple months. I was so furious.
You have to.
And we're living in the same dorm room. That's not too fucking awkward, is it? But it's all smooth over nice now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
That's all, forgotten about, supposedly. Better forget about it.
Yeah, if you want to see him, I got him pictures of him on MySpace in his bathing suit.
All right, Sam, what's the haps? So the Google phone, you went down there and you talked to people online.
Before we start, did we all hear Ari Gold send a shout out my way on Entourage this week?
Yeah, everyone's talking about that. She said, what's the haps on
Really?
Entourage? And they
I don't watch that shitty show.
They think that you're being ripped off.
Take it easy, turtle.
All right. So what's the setup here, Sam?
Well, I went down to give the Google phone equal coverage that I gave the iPhone, and because I am
biased.
Because I am the reporter that I am, I talked to every single person on that line just for the Opie and Anthony show.
All Japanese teenagers.
How many people, Sam?
3 people.
Three. This is the iPhone killer, by the way.
Yeah, the
this is the
iPhone
one
killer
that's
got 3 people to wait online.
Me and Tamsin Fidel were interviewing 3 people.
All right, we start with Anna.
Anna. She's number
All right,
1.
we're here at the Google phone line with Anna.
Anna, what's the haps?
Well, basically the phone. The point that it's touchscreen and it has the keyboard.
So you're first online. How long have you been here?
I've been here since like an hour and a half ago.
So it's at about 4:30 or so?
Yeah.
What are some of the features of this phone that you're looking forward to?
Want to help give me a personality?
The touchscreen. That's it.
I think they got touchscreen on iPhones too, don't they?
Yeah. And you can, it's more, I don't know, I just
cheap.
heard a lot of reviews on it.
Did you?
And it's more open to more apps.
Oh, really? It's open to more apps.
Wow, this
phone's
gonna be hot.
Maybe she just pronounced apps wrong. It's open.
Yes. It's being sold in another part of New York. You know what? Here's the problem with it. Here's the problem. It is T-Mobile. Nobody wants fucking T-Mobile. Hook it up with Verizon, like BlackBerry has the touch coming out in December.
Then why all the people online, Jimmy? Yeah.
What?
And the media attention. A lot of people.
Times Square was a buzz this morning.
You can't even say tens of people.
People buy them because they're afraid they're not going to have something that everybody else has. That's the fucking bottom line. That's what drives this whole fucking insanity.
I call it keeping up with the Joneses.
Wow, Jimmy.
The Jim Joneses. I have one senator to shoot coming up. Have some Kool-Aid.
That's all that is about. That's all it's a fucking about. I got a regular shitty cell phone. It works just fine.
That's all you need.
Plus, this chick showed up. The guys that flew over Jonestown and thought they were having a picnic.
Yo, look, they're all lying down hugging each other for 3 straight days without moving. Oh, there's flies relaxing on them.
A lot of flies at this picnic.
Yeah, does anybody have any off down there?
They're all hugging each other.
Waiting for the big Kool-Aid guy to run through.
Yeah.
Hey, Kool-Aid.
Run through, he's stepping in fucking rotting bodies. Big fat jolly
That'd be
Kool-Aid.
a funny visual, wouldn't it? The Kool-Aid smile running through dead bodies.
Yeah.
We have more from Anna. She's
Anna.
happy that she's, waiting on the party line?
It's got buttons on it.
Well, yeah, Anna showed up at 4:30 to get this phone that obviously she has no idea anything about it.
Yeah.
Proving my point.
Yeah. What time is the store opening?
At 8.
Do you think you probably would have been better served just coming at 8 and just buying it?
No.
Why
How
not,
come?
stupid?
I don't know. I like the excitement. I like waiting here, being cold. It's fun.
See? We're done.
It does kind of seem like a party here. How long did it take for the second person?
Fucking Sam, hold on. Listen to this cocksucker Sam. He's like, yeah, it really is like a party here.
It gets hard to look at people like 6 inches away from them. It's not a long.
You
Being
are
cold.
so
It's
sarcastic.
fun.
It does kind of seem like a party here. How long did it take for the second person to get here?
The second.
They just got here, actually.
So it's just kind of been you standing outside in the cold for about 2 hours?
Yeah. 2 hours. Cold.
Why would you, after 15 minutes, you look around and go, you know what, this is a bust, I'll just come back and eat.
I could come back when
I'll go to
when
a
the
Starbucks
store
for
opens.
a few hours.
Somewhere warm.
Generation
People
of
are
shitheads.
stupid.
She's never been the first.
Yep.
She's never been the first for anything.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is about. I was the first one to buy that Google phone in New
She'll
York.
tell everyone that,
And
too.
no one will care.
No one will care.
Except for the guy who drills his fist in her gold teeth and takes it. One guy will fucking knock out her tooth with a fucking diamond in it and fucking take her Google phone.
Of her hat and her phone.
Yes, because he'll think it's a goggle phone and try to wear it in the pool.
Gonna be your boyfriend.
The T-Mobile store was also bringing out like
Massive plates of pastries and muffins and like big coffee machines.
For the crowd.
Fucking
I was a crowd of 3?
They fucking thought this was going to be like the
Unbelievable.
iPhone where around the block.
Good. Please tell me they hired security. Did they
Of
hire
course,
security?
all the staff was there. It was 5:30 in the morning, and all the T-Mobile shirts were on. Everybody setting up the store, blowing up
Did
balloons.
they have little banners, those lame
Jesus
banners?
Yes,
that are
the-
blowing in the wind and no one's there.
Dude,
to
that
appreciate
is
it.
fantastic.
Yep.
They go,
Thank
can we
God.
cancel those 100 peaches and just get a 6-inch tuna and pickles?
1/6 tuna. Cut it to 3. Call it a morning.
The
A red
fucking,
rope.
no one can afford a new phone. The economy stinks. What a bad time for the Google phone. They should have delayed it.
But it was not. It didn't have
No one cares about it.
excitement.
What do you mean? They could have worked that into the marketing. Now you can put your fucking stockbroker on speed dial.
It's
Well,
the iPhone
thing,
killer.
The thing Apple and Steve Jobs knows how to do, it's like build
Sell your shit.
excitement
Yes.
before the product comes out. He goes up, he gets on stage, he's in front of that giant screen that's irradiating him to death, and he can point shit out and to show like these features, and everyone gets it's so fucking hyped and excited that they, when he goes, oh, what is it, Jimmy? Right, when you're scrolling. And he builds excitement that way, that people go, I want this, I gotta have it. They didn't do shit with the Google phone. It was like on it was on MSNBC's, like, the financial report, they'd show it. No excitement.
Anna was all about it, though.
Oh, okay.
What about George?
George was about it too.
I
Is George
would
worth
like to
playing?
buy this phone. Stories. Well, it's a future. Yeah, we know.
You know what
George.
would have been a great fucking way to do it, man? You fucking show a commercial where the guy walks in with the Google phone and there's confetti all over.
That would be that's exciting.
Sure it is. Like, what happened?
I hate your guts, Jim Norton.
Oh. Sounds like a
And he's
name
not
for a
promoting his
book.
Right.
No, it's not.
It's I hate you or something.
Oh, I hate everybody.
I hate
something.
There is a time constraint, gentlemen. We both agreed.
Oh, shut up, McGurk.